intentional, but
welcome, everybody, to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live from MyBookie Studios. It is Thursday, April 22nd. I'm Pilar Lastra. We've got D-Mac, Tom Mazawey, Fish in the fishbowl, Eazy D behind the glass, and our boy Luke manning all of our social media. And Joey's around here somewhere. I know I've seen him. Oh, there you are, Joey, hiding in the corner. Make sure you're giving him some love on our social media
donuts
at Woodward Sports. And, of course, make sure that you give us a call, 313-552-6322. And, of course, we are going to be playing our world-famous baseball trivia Get Home with Hall Financial baseball trivia game in the second hour of the show. So get ready to dial it up for your chance to win a $100 gift card to either your choice of Lashish or Detroit Wing Company. All right, Maz, let's kick the show off with your sports update.
All right, Pilar, thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you to MyBookie, of course, our main sponsor here at Woodward Sports Network. Don't forget to use that promo code Woodward and get that free money when you put a bet in. Tigers and Pirates playing a getaway day today at Comerica Park, a little matinee, businessman special, they used to call it. It's 2-2 right now, bottom of the seventh.
The old BM special.
That's it, the BM special. 2-2, bottom of the seventh. Tigers batting right now, and we'll keep you up to date on that. They split a doubleheader yesterday with the Pirates. Royals in town for 3 starting tomorrow. A's won their 11th in a row last night. I got a story for you guys. Listen to this.
Okay.
This is pretty cool. Toronto Blue Jays shortstop Beau Bashette. His dad was Dante Bashette. Used to play for the Colorado Rockies. Terrific player. So Beau Bashette is this hotshot shortstop now. And, you know, all these great veterans back in the day, they got all their sons playing ball now. So you got Fernando Tatis, and you can go on and on. So this kid, Beau Bashette, hits a home run out of Fenway the other night. It landed right in front of a now closed down gym. So a fan went and got that ball. Here's the kicker. That's the gym that his dad, Dante, met his mom, Mariana, in 1991.
Whoa.
And the kid's home run ball sits right in front of that place. They got the ball, and they gave it to Bashette, which was really pretty cool.
Dude,
isn't that cool?
That's great.
Yeah, because if you believe in, energies and karma and stuff, it's sort of pulled there. I bet you his career stats in that park are going to be, he's going to be a Red Sox killer.
He probably will, unless they trade for him.
Right.
Yeah. So that's pretty darn. I had to get that out to you. Maz over the Pistons last night. Luka Doncic had 30. They beat him by 10. Jeremy Grant led him with 26. He had 15 in the first quarter, then got in foul trouble after that. Pistons in San Antonio tonight. So back-to-back on the road. That doesn't sound good. By the way, they've lost 9 of their last 10 at San Antonio. Tip tonight at 8:30. All that kind of tells you might want to bet the Spurs tonight, and we'll get to that later. Steph Curry, by the way, his 13-game point streak is over. Yep, he was putting 30-plus points in. He didn't score less than 32 since March the 16th. Last night, he only had 18. They lost at Washington, 118-114. I gave you the bump steer. Told you to take the Warriors. I was wrong. He had 78 three-pointers in that 13-game streak. Is that not amazing? Yeah. 78 triples for him. So Golden State 29-30 on the year. They're still fighting for a playoff spot. As it sits now, they will be one of those play-in teams in the NBA. It's coming down to the final spots here. There's only a few games to go. Wings host the Stars tonight at Little Caesars. They'll do it again on Saturday. So tonight is the third straight game that these two teams are playing against each other. 7:30 for the face-off. Just 8 more games left in the regular season for the Winged Wheelers. The NFL draft, we keep you posted. It's a week from tonight. Mac, where are we going to be? We're going to be downtown Detroit next week.
Delmar.
At the Delmar. So make sure you come and join us 1 week from now at the NFL draft at the Delmar in downtown Detroit.
7 p.m. Join Bell.
Join us.
Our own joint
Join
Bell
the Joker.
Sports Network presence.
Join the Joker. I mean the Joker. At 7 p.m. The Lions still sitting with the 7th pick. Here's one for you guys. I know you like Julian Edelman. The newly retired Patriots wide receiver is joining Showtime's Inside the NFL. So it does not look like he's coming back to play in Tampa Bay. He's going on TV. He's going to Hollywood. So he'll be on Inside the NFL. James Brown, Phil Simms, the rest of those guys. And here's one for Eazy. Floyd Mayweather to fight Logan Paul. The other Paul brother will fight in an exhibition fight on June the 5th on Showtime.
Shut the front.
You
door.
got a pay-per-view.
This is something I might want to watch because I do want to see Mayweather knock him.
You better rip him apart.
Yes,
but he
knock
better
him
play with his
out.
food. Right? I would expect him to not to be a knockout right away, but just to embarrass him, play with his food, show him up.
Immediately, you come in, just bam, one good one.
How about nobody buy it, and we all just wait and listen because
there you go.
That's
we all go
Logan
back
Paul's
and play
chance
it again.
Because Floyd just wants the money.
It's 5 rounds. You know he's going to carry him for 2-3 rounds, and then he's probably going to hit him in the stomach, and the kid is going to bend over, and that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, Mayweather's not going to do anything for the first 5 rounds. That's what he does. He lets his opponent get tired, and then
it's only 5 rounds, so he'll let him run around for 3, maybe chase him around in the 4th round. So that's it. We takes us to our This Day in Sports, but I'm going to throw it over to Mac. Go ahead, Fish.
Oh, I was just going to say that it says exhibition.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's not going to take it as exhibition. He's going to think he actually has a legitimate chance against Floyd Mayweather. So just watch out for that.
All right.
Hey,
he doesn't. If Floyd Mayweather loses this fight, I will forever ban the sport. I will say this is 100% a buyout thing. They saw how much money they made in this last fight with the
Logan with Jake Paul against Ben Askren.
Right, that it pulled in $75 million. No
way.
way.
Did pretty well.
They saw this and they said, "Let's get this in the books." This is just a money thing.
All right, Mac, take it over here,
I'm
Mac.
trying to wait, because I'm sort of in eye contact of the boss. I think you remember yesterday we had the African Caesar on, host of the Sneaker Box, which is shown here Saturdays, talks all things sneakers. My man's been around. As he says himself, self-proclaimed, he's the guy that sits courtside and critiques everybody but doesn't really play, but he's got great taste in feet. Now, we showed mine because I asked for a barefoot picture, and Eazy show the feet that you showed. Now, that's a joke and all this, and I said, well, there's no tattoos and stuff like this, but I had to hear about it all day, all night
From
because
everybody.
The boss himself, our Jerry Jones, Chad Johnson, thought those were my real feet. Now, in my defense, Your Honor, because we still are supposed to live in a place that innocence is still proven guilty. So Eazy, put mine up. Spot shadow me with mine. There, see? Now, they're not the most pretty. They do need a bit of a manicure. But I do not have the flower and the whatever the hell serpent reptile was on that foot at all. Those are my no socks and skate feet, and you could tell because I'm branded myself.
Yeah, I did.
Can I show you guys the takes before we got the perfect foot picture for
Hey, but Eazy, I can commend you because you hooked Chad. Chad thought those are my feet, so that's probably the biggest fish you ever caught.
You did great.
What did Chad say to you? Was he like, "Yo, bro"?
Well, I thought he was.
You got to go over to Birmingham Nails and get
but
your
he kept making comments
away.
and stuff, but I kept laughing because he's got to know it's a joke, right? And
Well,
so
African Caesar's comment was the best.
Than the joke itself.
African Caesar's comment was the best. Was when he said,
"In the back, find out the medical program."
You need to go to the back and find out what the medical program is.
Yeah, look at those.
Look at you, dude.
These were the takes before we got the perfect picture. He would not let any of them slide.
Hey,
this is hilarious. This is hilarious. The fact that you went through, I'm like crying. This is so funny to me. You went to such a
not all of us got those
defend
racy rock in LA gear friggin' pumps with all the rainbow colors and whatever.
Listen,
gets a
I bought
9.5
those
out
at
of 10. It doesn't matter where they come from.
He only gave
we don't
me a
have
9.
your taste, Pilar. I'm sorry. We just look at Maz. Maz is wearing not even supporting local teams.
I
right?
do support.
I know you do, but
Hey,
except
you know
today
what?
you're not. But I am.
What's up, brother?
But I always
Look
do.
at you.
I wore it for
Right.
Pilar.
That team, Maz.
Yeah.
I wore it for Pilar.
Cowboys.
I got gear at home.
That's
I'm like
how
African
you're in a
Caesar.
good mood today.
I'm like
Tom
African
Mazawey
Caesar.
is wearing America's
Anyways,
favorite
not my
team.
feet.
Hashtag not my feet.
Please.
Hey.
I want, or, hey, you know what we could do? We could tell them that the medical program here at Woodward Sports is so good that in one day your feet could turn like that.
That's right.
Mac,
That's a
I
good
got
one.
the perfect shoe for you.
You do?
Yeah, easy. Find that perfect shoe that I found for
Oh,
Darren.
yeah, Maz found a shoe for you.
Yeah, I think it's perfect for you. Look at that.
Oh, that's a Croc and Roll.
It's a Nike Croc.
That's a perfect name
Look at
for it,
that.
actually.
I
That's
mean,
sweet.
if I was a Croc guy, but I'm a
See?
flip-flop guy. There's just something about Crocs. They're okay because you don't really have to worry about stepping in dog poop in the yard because you just like throw them away or hose them off or whatever.
That's all.
But they're not really my gig.
I
mean,
get
I
it.
guess if you got maybe some European and it reminds you of the clog and stuff like that, I don't know.
I'm with
Are
you,
those
man.
real or were those photoshopped?
No, those are real.
I don't know.
Those are kind
Do
of
you-
cool.
Yeah, where'd you find them, Maz?
I haven't figured it out yet. I think they're phonies.
Oh, really?
I think they're phonies. They
Well,
said
they're kinda
someone
cool.
put it up. It was today in
Those aren't
sports.
phonies. Those things, those bad
G-Mac,
boys.
look
they-
at those smooth feet. Look
Oh,
at
is that
those
what it
smooth
is?
Yes, not
yeah,
bad.
no tattoo.
But I will
It's on
say,
his
go
other
back to
foot.
that picture and zoom in on his thumb. He's got like the look at. You're able to move your thumb. That I'm able to do that. I bet you can pick up pens and stuff off the ground with your.
Which
Why?
one? Let me
With his
see.
big
Some
toe?
people's thumbs not
Look at
work
that.
way?
Look how he's able to get his big toe.
Yeah.
His big thumb.
This thumb? The thumb?
It goes back, so he's able to get it back. He's just got a lot of movement back there. Some people can't get their big toe that far.
Wow.
Okay, let's get
It's
that
like
off the
your
screen.
thumb. Like,
Was
look,
that
everybody put
Yoga
up your thumb and see how
Was that
far you
Yoga
can
Pilar right there?
put
Yoga
him up,
Pilar.
like your thumb.
Is that how you
Some
know?
people's thumbs don't go. Yeah, see, Maz, your thumb doesn't.
I have
turn
a
into
toe for a thumb.
You do.
I do. Mm-hmm. My family always called me Fred
Show
Flintstone.
the camera, Maz.
I'm not showing my thumb. I'm done.
Wait, no, Matt. We just
He
need
said you guys are
we need
making
to
fun of me.
zoom in.
Don't.
Fine, here it is.
Yeah. we
You gotta
need
turn it to
hey,
the side.
Oh, yeah.
No,
easy.
the
Can
other
you-
side.
They ain't that bad. They ain't too bad.
There you go. Look at that.
Man, hey, guess what? If I'm, stuck with no car, man, I want to be with Maz. You can be
That's right.
chance
Take
to get a
off your
hitchhiker.
shoes and
The
you can
hitchhiker.
hitchhike with your thumb.
That's a great point.
With your
Maybe
toe.
we just spray paint it like fluorescent, and he looks like a candle, a flare. I love him, Maz.
There
Hey,
you
Tigers 2-2 still at the end of 7. So they go to the top of the 8th. Pittsburgh batting at Comerica Park. A couple innings to go. We'll see how the Tigers can get. Maybe they win a series here and get rolling. They snapped that 5-game losing streak last night finally. And Spencer Turnbull. Great game for him. 5 innings, 2 hits, couple strikeouts. Not a bad debut. And we go back to 2016. Speaking a little baseball, it seems like at the White Sox in a lot of these videos, but they do it. They pulled off an unconventional 9-3-2, 6-2-5 triple play against Texas. Prince Fielder got caught at the end. Check this out.
To center field, get down.
That's a
And
Akil
gets by
Baddoo.
Reynolds. He went diving for it.
That's Akil Baddoo. He had an
Badoo's
RBI
gonna cruise
today.
past second, hustle to third. Chip Hale
Where
says,
is this?
hold on right there, young man.
I
Nice
apologize.
job.
Let me find the White
That's all
Sox
right.
one.
Tigers get to within 1.
I wanted to show that
love
anyway.
that.
Akil Baddoo with an RBI triple early today. But this is this day in sports. The White Sox against the Texas Rangers with a triple play.
Give me 1 sec, Maz. I have them labeled wrong. I have to figure out which
brother.
one's which now. I
It's all
apologize
right.
about
no,
that.
don't be. We got it. We'll get it.
Had the White Sox
Anyway,
in that one.
The reason Turnbull got pulled yesterday was more the weather, and
Oh,
because
yeah.
and because the bats actually went to work for the Tigers. The Scope hit a long ball, and I heard an interview with
Home run?
AJ Hinch
Yeah.
that he was hugging everybody in the dugout because he was so happy.
batting like
Hopefully-
167.
I know. Hopefully, that's what he needs to get the bats going. But here's the thing with the Tigers: their starting pitching has been good. It's like so far, across the board, pretty much the same. They're the reliable parts. They just got to get the bats going.
Scooble got in the game as well yesterday, and that he needed that because he had a couple bad starts. He came in relief, so
He kept them off the board. It
He
was
did.
a little pinball, but he's getting experience. That's what you like.
You want to play that video still?
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Chi
What
Sox
do
in
they
Texas
got
back in
blowing air
2016.
for?
Fielder doubled, Beltre singled, Desmond walked. Hence they are loaded. To right field. Nice play by Eaton. Throw to first, not in time. He's off the bat. Got the out there, and over at third, there are 2 runners in the
Whoops.
same spot.
Just running right back to the bag and come home with it.
That's exactly what you do. Saladino to Navarro. Fielders caught. Frazier to tag. It's a triple play for the Sox.
I don't think anybody had the over on whether Prince Fielder would make it in the rundown range.
Prince was the dead duck. He was a dead duck. He was a little heavier back then. He was in good shape when he was here with the Tigers. He had a couple good years. It didn't finish the way we wanted it to finish for him, but the storybook didn't end the way we wanted it. Cecil Fielder, of course, here back in the 90s, hitting home runs for the Tigers, and his son Prince comes here, and there was a whole big blow-up in the locker room. I don't know if you heard about it, Pilar, back in the day. Mac, you wanna spring that on her with the Prince Fielder? Remember who was hitting on Prince's wife and macking on Prince's wife?
Avisail Garcia.
Avisail Garcia.
So Miguel Cabrera had to get in the way and just soured everything, but nobody knows the true story. I haven't heard it from the horse's mouth.
We haven't.
We know it happened.
Yeah, it kind of went south, so they wound up trading Garcia away to the White Sox, and Prince just finished up at the end of the playoff. He went up to him, hey man, the Tigers lost. I think it was to the Orioles, if I'm not mistaken. They got beat, and they go up to Prince at the end, and they asked him about, you got to be really disappointed.
I got kids.
You didn't really hit really good. You got like 2 hits the whole series, like. Hey, man, I got kids, man. I can't worry about this. I got kids, man. And that was the end of Prince Fielder here. They wound up trading him to Texas, and then he has a neck problem. He had to retire from baseball. But good career. Wish it could have ended a little bit better. Still 2-2 right now, Tigers and the Pirates in the 8th inning.
All right, my friends. There you have it. We will keep you up to date on the game. When we come back, we have got the big hook. So do not go anywhere, because D-Mac is going to show us how to pinch with his big toe. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our #1 priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
This is the perfect time to learn a trade and start a new career. Learn more about their 10.5-month hands-on HVAC program at northwesterntech.edu. Northwestern Tech, the HVAC school that works. All right, friends, welcome back to The Hook. Like we promised, we do have the big hook coming up. I was just kidding when I said D-Mac would be showing us how to pinch with his big toe.
Thank you.
You could.
Thank God.
I know you could.
I told you I just need a little practice.
I know you could. I bet you can not only pinch but twist with your big toe. It's so agile.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Pilar, first one to ever tell me the
your big
agility
toe
in
is
my
agile.
big
Look
toe.
at that.
There it is. Yeah, it'd be great if there you go, Eazy. That's
There you
better,
go.
camera guy. Well, there you go, working that camera.
All right.
Notice the cleanliness.
Very clean feet.
Thank you.
I
I
can
think
only
you had a
make fun of
pedicure
them.
lately, didn't you?
No.
I can only make fun of them
No.
and ask them to zoom in on them because they were clean feet. If they were,
Don't they look like pedicured
janky
feet to you?
I'd say you got
Pilar, don't you think those are
They
pedicured?
do. They look well maintained.
No, I don't. I look at those. See, and you look at the pinky toe rubbing in, but these I got problems, issues 'cause I never wear socks on my skates.
You're
It's
all
just
right.
the way
Yeah,
it
tell
is.
me about that.
Look,
How
they're
do you
nice
do
and
that?
smooth.
How do you do that?
Well, when it's time to put your skates on, you just put your foot in it, your bare foot,
Okay.
and then you.
That's what you're gonna give me?
And tie
Okay.
it up.
Okay.
It's for the feel to the bottom of the skate for some of us, I guess. So.
Now, who wore the small skate?
Well, Paul Coffey wore 2 sizes too small, one of the best skaters of all time.
Really?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
That'll give you corns
pain,
and
man.
bunions.
The thing is when you understand more, it's about your pitch. It's about what back forward D-men like to have it more pitched backwards because they're always skating backwards, and if you can match that, that's why I always said that. I was always working on hemming my jersey and fixing my gloves for fighting, but Drapes was always in on the skates, obviously because he's a skater and he was fast, but he'd always get mine down right, so whatever the profile was. So that's all part of it too. Off the ice, just saying about teamwork and stuff, it's as much behind the scenes that people don't understand is how how a team operates inside itself is how it succeeds outside itself.
All right.
Before the break, Pilar was asking like where everyone was commenting and stuff like that. How much you think the feet pitcher had to do with that? Everyone just running away.
Hey, Jenna wants to know, is my toe a lethal weapon, Pilar?
Yes, it should be able to be.
I think it's 75%, by the way. That's
if
my
you
answer.
can pinch with your big toe, can you really? I can pinch with my big toe. Like I can pinch somebody
Pilar,
really hard with
you're the
my
one who
big
told
toe.
me that I can do whatever that I put my mind to, right? You know, isn't that what you're running on? Isn't that what we're preaching
right.
out there?
That is what I
We're
said
still trying to
before.
convince Detroit's dad.
Yes. So Tom Mazawey, you too can pinch with your big toe if you
cannot.
put your mind to
I cannot.
it.
Trust me.
All right, guys.
I got no movement.
All right, we've had enough fun with poor D-Macking your feet. Thanks for the laughs, though, my friend. It was good.
Anytime.
It was good. It was good. But our real hook is actually the story, and we're going to have a guest. Tim McCormick is going to be joining us to give us more information and more insight to the story that is all over the internet with Overtime League now targeting basically the high school kids to start their own basketball league. So that's going to be our real hook. We just have a guest coming in on that around 3:35.
They want to replace high
so.
school, basically. They want to replace high school.
Yeah, we're going to get into later. They basically are coming up with their own high school for their junior and senior years.
Yep.
To go top 30 prospects in the world.
And they're going to pay
globally.
them. And they're going to
pay them. So it's a big story. So Tim McCormick is going to be joining us to go over that with you guys. So stick around for that. But more in the big hook, Marshawn Lattimore gets arrested. This was one of those things where, guys, stop getting into trouble.
Marshawn Lattimore, the safety of the New Orleans Saints.
One of the best defensive players in the league. You have so much to lose, and we have the video clip, so let's go ahead and play it.
But here's the caveat, right? The caveat is because it's not the money he's made. He's up for contract. He's supposed his next payday for doing this. So why is the guy 27 being careless?
He's in Cleveland. He went to his hometown.
In more ways than one, but this is the trap that they understand is going back to your hometown with, and it's not where you came from. It's where you're going, and hopefully this is a wake-up call that doesn't harm in many ways. But you have to see this, not to believe it, because I'm sure it happens all the time. But it's something that shouldn't happen when you have this much of a bright future.
Right, and the crazy thing about the story, too, is
you can play it easy.
We'll watch it. Oh, no, put the sound on. Put the sound on. You got to hear the sound.
2 more, 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. Hands up, hands up. Hey, put your hands on the headrest.
Nothing happens good after midnight.
Nothing good happens. You're right, man.
You turn into pumpkins. That's what I tell people.
Oh, look at the date.
Yeah?
March 26th. That's Karma Day.
That was a Good Friday. That was a Good Friday.
Yeah.
That's
Your big fight night.
That's Karma Day.
You guys, anything got besides weed in here? I can smell it and open the door. Is that all you got in here, weed or anything else?
Hear us out. Listen, hear me out, okay? If there's something in here, just let us know now. No one's going to get beat up, nothing like that, okay? Just tell us. Yeah. Okay, is there a gun or anything like that in here? If there, mine got license and service. Listen to me.
You got a gun on you?
If you have a gun, it's okay. Do you have a gun?
Do you have a gun?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a CCW permit?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Just sit tight. Don't move. You're gonna be okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I just don't want to reach him. No, I can smell him. What else you got? Promethazine?
No, they ain't.
Is that a Gucci belt or a Coach belt he was wearing?
I
couldn't
believe
get
it
his
looked Coach, but I'm not. That's not my style. Like, but I know people. I hang out in a whole bunch of different crowds. So there's these.
So we can pause it here. Let me see.
Tell them what to do.
What I really loved about this video was that there was the cops very vocally interacting, saying, listen,
they were cool.
Nobody's going to get beat up. Nobody's going to get hurt. Just be honest.
They calmed it down.
Is there any guns? Is there anything? Like, everybody just, calm down.
Yep.
And I feel that is a tactic that now more police officers should take it into account, and you hear Marshawn Lattimore saying, he doesn't want to look like he's reaching for anything. So clearly Marshawn was like, my hands are up.
He's been there before,
like,
I think.
Nobody get crazy.
Or because he's learned in that situation, but I think on both accounts it was handled in the adult way.
Yes.
The way he said, hey, listen, just open the car door and it smells like
he was
weed.
respectful. He was respectful, and
they were both respectful.
Yes.
And the way that he handled it, unfortunately, he got himself in the situation. But the reason that hopefully this is just a lesson and a very, I remember I got a DUI in 2009 and we're in Canada, and that was a huge wake-up call and a lesson for me on different things, and not so much that I got it, but of what could have been. And hopefully this is what we're looking at here. But
right.
The fact he's got.
But DUIs in Canada are very, very strict, aren't they?
I don't live over there anymore. I mean, I wasn't there, but that was 2009.
Right. So at the end, Lattimore was charged for possessing a loaded handgun
but the bottom
that
line,
was believed to be stolen.
But the bottom line, it was in his crotch area, right?
Like Plexico Burris back in the day.
Like Plexico Burris, and the cop said you're gonna shoot your doinkers off.
Yeah, you're dingling.
He's like, get a holster, man.
Get a holster.
And again, the responsibility where they asked, you heard in the video, the important part was the respect level, but the important part was also, too, the fact that he communicated like a human being and telling them, yo, bro, you got a CDC, you got a carry license? Yeah, cool. That's cool. But dude, carry it properly, respectfully. It's the same thing as if you have a medical marijuana card. Yes, carry it. We use it responsibly. That's the whole thing in what we understand in Michigan, and I don't know where this happened, but
Ohio.
Well, I think all parties should be commended for the way that we're talking about it on a how to do, not how to don't.
Right, exactly. And I also like that in the article on ESPN, it goes on to say that the cops were even telling him, like, when they figured out who he was.
Yeah, you got a lot, man. What are you doing? We know who you are.
Sometimes.
What are you doing? You have so much going for yourself. And he was like, I understand that.
That can be the reality check. And you know what? Here's the good thing coming where that happened in his hometown, where everybody is pushing for you once you get out and you can represent them and be part of it. So you're representing more than that. And this could be one of the wake-up calls. And the fact that it was, interracial, of all different, and it was about human beings interacting the way it should be.
Kareem Hunt, remember, last year was pulled over on a highway in Cleveland. He was speeding and he had open bottles in his car, and the cops took care of him as well and told him, look, man, we're rooting for you. We want you to do really well, man. Don't do this stuff anymore. They threw him a crumb. I remember we talked about this.
Well, but see, here's what I like in Marshawn Lattimore's case. They didn't throw him a crumb. They said he still had to pay for the crime. He still got arrested, and his charge was, according to he said he was initially arrested for failure to notify officers for a concealed weapon, but then he was also in trouble for a 4th-degree felony for being in possession of what is believed to be a stolen gun. So he still went to jail. He still got arrested. They didn't just, which I think is important, because I think a lot of people watching this will say, well, he got away with it because he's famous, right? But no, the cops didn't know who he was until later on into the video. But initially, I think the way everything was handled was great. But he didn't get away with it. He had to
you know why,
pay for it. Why?
It's because he played for the Saints. Kareem Hunt played for the hometown Cleveland Browns.
Well, but Kareem Hunt should have still gotten a DUI.
I don't think he did. I'm not sure about that.
I'm a firm believer that you don't get to have breaks because of who you are, right? Like, you should still, especially a DUI, that's crazy. You shouldn't be operating a vehicle. The other guys in the car got in trouble for operating the vehicle while intoxicated. So everybody got their proper punishment. It was just good. But when you go back and you look at this, like, come on, man. You're responsible enough to have a permit to be carrying a concealed weapon. But why are you not knowing where you're buying your handguns? Because now you're in possession of what's potentially a stolen a stolen gun. That's your felony. Like, why don't you go to a normal store and get it and you know it's a clean gun? That's what I have a problem with
Well,
here.
again, if you're...
He got a good deal.
Clearly.
By the way, Pirates
Stick 'em
up
to jail.
4-2 right now on the Tigers, and they're still batting in the 8th.
There you go. There you go.
What are you going to do?
All right, guys, let us know your thoughts. How do you think that the whole situation was handled with Marshawn Lattimore? Do you think that the cops handled it correctly? Is this what you want to see more of? Do you think Marshawn did the right thing in how he handled it? Obviously, he didn't do the right thing in being in possession of a potentially stolen gun. But let us know your thoughts at Woodward Sports.
They didn't hit him up for the weed, though.
Yes, they got him in trouble. They got in trouble for the guy that was.
But they didn't write him up for the
operating-
weed, did they?
No.
Right.
Well, but they told him it's okay if you have weed. He said that's okay.
Well, yeah,
But
because
what
he
I'm
smelled it
saying
when they
that-
opened the door.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's a communication both ways, and this
Thank
is a
you.
lesson learned,
Yes.
Whatever hopefully learns a lesson.
I feel like that video should be played in all training videos. All right, before we take a break, Fish, who do you have for us?
Yeah, we just got a call in. It is Kevin from Muskegon, our good old friend. And he is going to share us his wisdom today about Lattimore.
All right.
Marshawn Lattimore.
All right. Hi, Kevin. Welcome to The Hook.
Yeah, I think I got a bad connection.
Let's hear it. Keep talking. You might.
All right. Anyways, what I wanted to make my point about was Marshawn Lattimore, whether he did right or did wrong, he's a person with something to lose. And a lot of times, the police run across people who really don't have anything to lose in life. Like, as far as he's got a lot to lose as far as millions of dollars and, all that stuff. And there are a lot of people who are out there driving high, out of their minds, drunk, and got nothing to lose, just got out of the joint, whatever. And it's all about how you interact with the police. And look, how he interacted was, in my opinion, the right thing, the right way. And if we would just have more folks who, whether they have something to lose or not, because eventually you're going to, you're caught. You did something wrong. You go to jail, and even if you didn't do something wrong, you get booked, you get out, and you fight it. You fight it in the court. You don't fight it against the cops.
Correct.
Who have guns and, might be having a bad day themselves. You never know. They're humans. So I really think that a lot more has to be on us as citizens and the way that we react to.
Well, Kev, how about this? What I like is that I'm sick and tired of turning on anything and all the negative. This is actually a positive because we can all agree that the interaction and you know what, you do the crime, you do the time. That's used to be Bob Probert's motto. That and if everybody else swept their own doormat, the world would be a better place. So
It's really true, though. That sweep your own darn doormat.
Yeah, and people who live in glass
care of
houses,
stuff.
right? But that's the whole point to the fact is that we're moving progress, not perfection. That we can have these positive when there's interaction, and hopefully the outcome is we see Marshawn Lattimore use this as, like, for an example, like a Chris Carter did, going from Philly over to Minnesota. So
That's right, man. That's a great one there. Chris Carter turned his life around big time.
Yeah.
And became one of the best ever.
And then great, and I love him. I love his analyst skills too.
I know. Yeah. Unfortunately, he got a little in trouble a couple of years ago on Fox, but
every now and then.
That's what you do.
I feel like everybody does every now and then.
Maz knows about that. You can talk to him in Maz chat.
If you open up your mouth, you can get in trouble. That's just the way it goes.
For sure. All right, guys, keep chiming in on the conversation here on our social media at Woodward Sports. When we come back, we have got our guest, Tim McCormick, joining us. We're going to talk about the Overtime League. So do not go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live from my bookie studios. We have got our guest, Tim McCormick, our basketball insider, joining us. Hi, Tim. Welcome to The Hook.
Oh, thanks for having me. Good talking to you.
Hey, Tim. Thank you, man.
Tim, so the big news out right now is Overtime League. They've just raised a huge amount of money from big names. Jeff Bezos is part of this. Tell us a little bit more about the intricacy of what they are trying to do.
Well, first of all, it makes me feel really old, and it's hard to open up my mind and get excited about it. I kind of liken it to when we're hearing about name, image, and likeness. We have to completely rethink the way we do and see things. Do we want our college players to be paid? Well, I don't, but I think they certainly are a commodity, and they generate and drive a lot of revenue. So I want to see the players get a chance to get whatever they can. When I think about the non-fungible tokens, that's something that's hard for me to put my mind around. I'm not a geeky digital guy, and I would like to learn more about it, but it's still so advanced that it's hard to figure. When I think of Overtime, the majority of their money, and I know that they have Jeff Bezos and some NBA players, and they've got deep pockets because of that, but I also think that being able to monetize their social media connections is really going to help drive the finances of this company. Now, do I want high school players to get paid $100,000 and leave their homes and go live in a little community? And I mean, it's great if they can make money, but I do know that one of the great experiences of my life is youth sports, playing for my high school team. The riding on the bus, and the cheerleaders are there, and there's hometown pride, and the local newspaper covers the team, and you win a championship and cut down nets. Those are all wonderful, great memories. And so the new model is a little bit unsettling to me. I'm very anxious to see what happens with it. I find it hard to imagine that this isn't in some way a scenario where a bunch of older people are trying to make a fortune off the backs and the sweat of high school kids. But I'm willing to sit back and let it happen and read and judge this down the road.
So this is something where, from the reports that I'm reading, they're saying that in September they plan to introduce this basketball league where basically they're going to be taking 30 kids from around the world, not just the United States, but they're basically going to take all the elite athletes and put them in their own high school. That now, once they do this, they forfeit the chance of them getting any NCAA scholarships under those rules, but they are going to give them additional money if they don't go straight into the NBA, but or they go into college, right? But so who would they really be playing against? Because this is going to be a school that in high school they're going to be paying their high school athletes. So you think that they'd be competing against schools like maybe IMG, who's also got elite athletes, but where those athletes are going to want to go to this new school that's going to be deeply funded, the best programs, the best equipment, and IMG doesn't offer scholarships for their high school students to go, let alone pay them.
What would you pay to go see this high school conglomeration of players? I wouldn't pay to see it. There's so much basketball on TV as it is, and players at a much higher level. So let's think about the kid. I mean, we're a little bit older, And so what does $100,000 mean to us as opposed to a high school kid? Like $100,000. Yeah, that's an opportunity to maybe help their family. I get that, but are they in a position to manage $100,000? What are they going to do with that? Are they going to give it to their relatives and buy a really nice car and all of a sudden it's Darren, you know how fast that money goes, especially if millions of dollars can go like that. And so what is going to happen with $100,000? Also, they talked about the fact that, well, these kids we'll offer $100,000 worth of scholarships so they can go down the road if they don't make it into professional basketball. What are the chances that is going to happen? Like first of all, they're not even going to a real high school. So are they going to have classes that transfer? Are they going to be able to get into colleges? I just have a lot of questions, and I don't want to see the kids get pimped and prostituted, and $100,000 is a lot of money, but in the whole scheme of things, it's not.
These guys, they got to know what they're doing, Tim. It's Bezos. It's Alexis Ohani, who owns Reddit. He's married to Serena Williams. Kevin Durant, Drake. They can't be that dumb. I mean, who are they playing against? That's what I'd like to know.
Well, they probably play against each other. If there's 30 guys, maybe they have 4 teams of 7 or 8, and I think that they'll have games on TV. But you're right. Jeff Bezos is brilliant, and it's hard to accept new philosophies in life. Like when I started hearing about Amazon and I can just order stuff online and it shows up on my door. Like I would rather go to the mall and walk through and search and try to find things that way. It's what I'm used to. And I'm just now starting to get to the point where if I need a new pair of shoes, like I don't go to the Foot Locker, I just go online and it's there the next day. So it's going to take a while at least for me to understand what's going on here.
I'm with you, man. I mean, I'm in the same age bracket as you. I mean, you're a 10-year NBA vet. Used to play here at Michigan, and thanks for everything. How's Bally's going, by the way? We'll have to talk about your Bally's Pistons deal. But how about a kid like Amani Bates? The best player, one of the best players in the country, supposed to go to Michigan State next year. Where's a kid like that going to go now?
Well, I don't know. And I would love to see him at Michigan State next year. I think it'd be great for the Big Ten. I would love to watch it. I also think that from a long-term perspective, Amani Bates is going to be 30 and 35 and 40 someday, and I think he's going to have a ton of money. But I also think that spending a year being mentored with people your own age, hopefully attending some classes, dealing with tutors, learning how to write better, learning a little bit about history and some of your other classes, being away from home for the first time, being mentored and pushed and maybe yelled at a little bit. Those are all valuable, and he's going to make a ton of money. I would not want to see him go to overtime, my own personal opinion, because I think that there's a lot of value that you can take away from a college experience, even if it's only 1 year.
I think you bring up a good point. We're talking to Tim McCormick, Bally Sports, at Tim McCormick 40. You want to get a hold of him on the Twitter. Anyways, Tim, you mentioned a couple things, right? Because you look at this isn't somebody creating it that wants to make money from it because they have all the money to begin with. So it will take time because it's not the norm. But to me, this shows even more of the new technology, the new social media, the new different ways, and every different, you see, Amazon moving into the NFL, different things in all the sports. So I'm like you, where it's like, I see what they're trying to do. The thing that I really like about it is when they said they focus on education, it was the things that mattered, like the finances and the social justice and things for kids that age. Because usually the cream of the crop, it doesn't matter. They're going to be successful or not. Does this seem to more work for the guys that don't quite make it than maybe the guys that aren't quite the stars in college or can make it to pro but maybe secure something earlier on? because that's how I
Yeah.
sort of see it.
Yeah, Darren, I feel like the money is going to follow the players. And you might remember, it's probably 3 years ago, Ice Cube started the Big Three.
Yeah.
Right.
And you had players that were kind of washed out of the NBA, and they played 3-on-3, and they played to, empty arenas, and nobody really watched. But, they found money somewhere. I'm not sure where. I don't think it was a winning venture, but there was talk that it might surface again this year. Darren, let me ask you a question. When you were 13 years old or 14, you probably went somewhere and played junior hockey, right?
Right. 15, but yeah.
Yeah, and so do you feel like you would have been did you miss anything by leaving your family? Because I think that there's a lot of benefits for a kid to be in his own household too.
Yeah, you know what the sacrifice is? The sacrifice, nowadays I think is different in the fact that if you're supposed to make it, you're going to get seen by all the eyes and everything to see it. It comes down to sacrifice, right? So if this is another avenue to, for some kids, because I also too, it's more that off the ice or out of the sport is how you mature as a person than it is honing your game. But it's all the things that you have to accept that you're going to miss out on, and you can't have it all because you understand this as a former athlete, and you're still probably a great athlete. But by the way, make sure we ask him about Eazy and Bruce Lee by the end of this.
We will.
But yeah, so to me, I think I would have gone anywhere, and the fact that I'm being able to monetize, but you got to be a top 30 player. So I think they got something here in the world, right?
In the world,
and I think they got something. But I'm more like you, Tim. Is that let's wait and see.
Think about the fact that when a player leaves college a year or two early to go to the NBA, and people are complaining and they're saying, oh, they're not ready, they would benefit more from being in college. Who are we to say that somebody can't chase their dream? Right. And a lot of people don't make it, but a lot of people don't make it in a lot of things. And tennis players and gymnasts and football players and hockey players and basketball players, you might as well take your shot. And I remember I left Michigan a year early because I thought my draft status was about as high as it was going to go, and I wanted to play in the NBA. And I think a lot of people said, well, if you come back, you guys can win a national championship or you can get your master's or whatever it may be. I wanted to take my shot. And so I do have a special place in my heart for those athletes that are saying, you know what, if I can make $100,000, I can help pay off our house. I can, my family needs some things. Go for it. And if it doesn't work out, at least you gave your shot there.
Right.
Timmy, what can NCAA do to counteract this? Because college basketball, I think, is in a little bit of trouble now already. I mean, people leaving after one. It's not the same as, when you were playing back in the day and you'd go to the NIT and play in the consolation games and all of that. That stuff's done, man. It's like one and done. What can the NCAA do to save the bacon?
They can stop screwing things up. And I don't know if they're capable of doing that. It really bothers me because we could do a whole segment just on name, image, likeness and what the NCAA is doing with the transfer portal. Right now, there are approximately 1,200 players that are in the transfer portal. They told their current college team, I'm moving on. And if you look at the numbers, there's estimates that there are 3 players for every 1 scholarship that's going to be available next year. And so the NCAA is going to have to say to these kids, well, you know what, if there's no team for you, you left, you made your choice. But I think it was a disingenuous message to tell them that you can transfer immediately and be eligible because there's just not enough space. They're also allowing 300 to 400 players that played college basketball last year a free year. And I get that because of COVID, but they're saying you can go back to your school and have another year of eligibility. The guys that are really going to be hurt by this, they're going to be devastated by this, are all of the high school seniors that want to go play college basketball. Because if you were a college coach, would you rather take a high school kid who's probably going to transfer anyway if he's not good enough. And if he's really good, he's definitely going to transfer to a higher level. Or you're going to get a kid from the transfer portal that's probably a junior and a little bit stronger and a little bit wiser, a little more experienced. I just think it's going to be an absolute mess.
It is. Dick Vitale has been big time on this transfer portal. And then I read something last week that the NCAA is changing it for football and basketball now. Next year, you can transfer without sitting out. You don't have to go to a portal. You can just transfer, period.
Can you imagine if that's the way it was in marriages? You get a one-time transfer. You can just leave. We'll find
I'd be a first-round draft choice in that thing. I'm pretty good at that one.
Hey, we got a special guest that wants to say hello to you, Tim.
Is this my 6th grade basketball coach, Tim McCormick, there?
Oh, I apologize. Last time I made a joke about how they left you open, right?
Uh-oh.
Poor Joey.
Uh-oh.
No, I went back to the video, coach, and it was true. He was open on purpose.
No, it's always good to see you, Joey.
Tim, I always brag about how good I used to be in basketball, so don't tell anybody ever the truth of how I really was on the basketball court. That's all I ask, please.
A Pinocchio thing going. They would see right through me.
So what you're saying, Tim, is that you don't think that Joey would make one of the top 30 elite players to be able to play in this school?
You know what? I could see a role for him. He would be behind the microphone announcing the starting lineups before the game.
There it is.
There you go.
Well, that's better than what I thought. I thought he'd be in the mascot costume.
I am good at that.
Yeah,
you know that,
I know.
Darren.
I'm just going to your strengths, bro. You have that on the resume.
Hey, Tim, I want to ask
Hey,
you something.
where are you guys at today? Where are each of you at?
We're all here in our studios in Birmingham.
Right. Thank you. Why the fishing hooks on the side of the names? I love that.
You like that? Because our show is called The Hook.
Oh, good. I love fishing.
Isn't that nice?
We did it for you, bud.
We need you.
I said we need to name the show after Tim McCormick because he's been so kind to us. He loves fishing.
Always.
We're calling it The Hook.
Hey, Tim.
No, it's for Darren. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So Detroit Tigers, Red Wings, Lions, and Pistons. If you had to rank the 4 teams where they're at right now, potential-wise, where would you put each of the teams?
And as far as here's the difference between the Lions can get there quicker, but the Red Wings are the most consistent machine right now, and you see what they're doing, and even with the Mantha trade and stuff. But because Steve Eisman's there, and we know what he's got, I like what they're doing and changing the culture, even from the top in the Lions organization. But again, it's all, as the coach said, it's all still talk. It's not actions. The Pistons, hey. Troy Weaver's the guy where he's come in and been able to just execute his plan. Dwayne Casey gets these guys to play hard every night. And as far as the Tigers, I love A.J. Hinch. I'm not a big Al Avila fan, but you know, we were talking about it before, starting pitchers. So if I had to rank them, you'd think I'd rank the Wings the highest. No, because the way the NFL is, I'd rank that the Lions have the potential to be the best, the quickest, because we're still on the Iser plan, and that's 4 or 5 years. We just celebrated 2 years of it, so we still got a ways to go. But it's the train that's at the station that keeps on going. That's in place, and it's eager for the Lions. And then I think the Pistons they're the one. They're the chameleon, and I revert back to you. Yeah. So Lions are 4th, Pistons are 3rd, or the Tigers are 4th, Pistons are 3rd. Wings are 2nd, and the Lions are 1st, only because I expect big things from the big talk. Now I reverse back to you and say to the Pistons is because the work ethic's there. Dwayne Casey, you know, out of Troy Weaver's most, but we know gets these guys to play. There's young talent. You tell me, how close are these guys away? Is it a player or so? Because in basketball, right, 5, you need more than it, but I mean, a couple guys can change the complexity of your team. So you get the first-hand view, bro. How do you see it?
Yeah, they're getting better. They definitely are, and I'm perplexed every time they win, because I do think that they can get a transformational player in this next draft if they're 1, 2, or 3. If they get to the 6, 7, 8, then it's the same old thing. They're getting somebody, and maybe he'll be good, but probably not. With that being said, are they close? Absolutely not. And in the NBA, you don't win with youth. You need a combination of talent and older veteran guys. And so I think that if they were able to add a Cade Cunningham, a Jalen Suggs, and Evan Mobley, and then give it 3 years, then all of a sudden I could see them being a contender. When I say a contender, you've got to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 in your conference, maybe even 1, 2, or 3 with a legitimate chance to get through and get to the championship. I think that they're light years away, but they're so much better than they were last year. They're a lot better than they were when the season started. So I give Troy Weaver and Dwayne Casey a ton of credit so far.
Last thing, Tim, NBA, Steph Curry, what he has done this year, and his streak just came to an end last night. 13 games in a row, 32 points or more a game. He beats Kobe Bryant out for that. He's had 78 triples in that streak as well. To me, the greatest shooter of all time, and I've seen a lot of them. I mean, I've seen a lot of them. Is there anyone better than this guy, shooter-wise? Obviously, but I'm not putting him against MJ. But as this kid is unbelievable. I just want your opinion on him.
Yeah, Larry Bird was the best shooter that I saw, and he's not even close to Steph Curry. What he's doing is it's miraculous. And I read a stat the other day that just shocked me. His specialty right now is making 10 threes in a game, and he's made 20 in his career, which is just pretty amazing when you consider that second on that list is Klay Thompson, and he only has 5. Actually, Steph Curry has 6 this year. He has more this year than the second place guy has his entire career. And, you know, on Sunday, I went to the park, and it was a beautiful day out, and I stopped and I was watching some ball players hooping on the asphalt, and they looked like really good players. And what I saw was horrific shooting from 30, 35 feet, the ball clanging off the rim. And I thought, that's Steph Curry's fault right there. He makes it look so easy. Everybody says, hey, I can do that. And now you got guys shooting shots they have no business taking.
Last question here again. So Eazy.
How many last questions do we have?
This is going to be the last. This is going to be the real last one.
No, you're the king of last question, so I get the second last question. But just shut up, Maz, and you know what? Hey, so our producer Eazy here thinks he's a big ass jiu-jitsu MMA dude, and he said has arguing with Maz that he could beat up Bruce Lee in like 3 seconds and choke him out with his own arm. Easy, put yourself on camera. Does he have any chance, or will you tell this young punk he's got no chance? Matt, does he have any chance?
No, he doesn't. He has zero chance.
I think you could, if you gave him a baseball bat and a gun, he still would have no chance.
So put 2 votes for Mr. McCormick because he can. Hey, you get 2 votes because he can dunk. So suck on that, Easy. Thank you, Timbo, as always, bud.
Oh God,
great talking to you guys. Thanks for having me.
Mac. Thank you.
Thanks,
God bless you, man.
We'll see you soon.
I love that guy.
All right, guys, there you have it.
You know what I said? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I was cleaning my garage out in November because I had COVID.
Okay.
And I was feeling good, but we were outside just hanging out. It was beautiful weather.
Yeah, super spreader.
I was just in the backyard. I was in my backyard.
Without a mask?
So, no. Yeah, without a mask.
Coughing?
Yeah.
Sneezing
No, I
all over
wasn't
the
coughing.
place.
I didn't have any of the symptoms. Shut up! Okay. So I find this big box of magazines and record albums and all of that. So I'm going through it, and I find a pristine NIT program for Madison Square Garden. Michigan was in the Final Four. And who's on the cover? None other but Tim McCormick holding up his Player of the Year award. And I took a picture of it. I sent it to him. I'm sure he's got many copies of it, but he wrote me back, hey, Maz, great memories, blah, blah, blah. But I still have that for Timmy Mack. If you're listening, Tim, I still got that magazine for you, man. At least I got to get it autographed, right?
I love
Yeah,
that
but wear
nostalgia.
gloves because he
please.
he
Not
was
anymore.
sneezing on it.
I
He
was not sneezing
You
on
said
it.
when
you
he had COVID.
I had COVID, but
Right, so if you were doing it when you had COVID,
But
That
I
means
had
you
nothing.
that
were.
was good stereo.
You put your.
Our harmonies are good today.
all I lost was my sense of taste and smell. Other than that, I
No,
felt
but you were
good.
touching
But you were
the mag.
still
yeah,
contagious.
You're getting,
So you really think in the garage, all my germs are still on that magazine?
I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor or a scientist.
Dr.
So
J.
I don't know. Get a petri dish to it before you give it to
Fine,
our
I'll
good
just keep
friend
the damn
Tim
thing myself.
McCormick. I'm just saying you would.
Why
I
are
don't
you so
want to.
selfish?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Super spreader.
Real quick, Maz, because before we switch topics, I know you asked what teams would these guys play. They'll play other prep schools
Yeah,
and
that's-
overseas teams as well.
Yep, that's
Right.
that's what I had told him. Like they're gonna probably end up playing
Australia? I mean,
Yeah, no,
they play
overseas
out there.
schools. But I see them playing schools like the IMGs, right?
Yeah.
They
But
can play
why would
wherever else
somebody?
because it
right,
brings attention to them.
No, of course, but why is somebody going to want to go to IMG and spend $38,000 a year to attend
Because they're
IMG?
31st or 32nd out of 30.
$68,000
That's gonna
if you're
change.
boarding there.
That's gonna change.
But if you're boarding there, but IMG does not offer scholarships.
Yeah, they have no
Yet.
competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's
Yet.
wait and
That's
see.
true.
It'll
But
just
I
be the
don't
kids
know
that
if
don't make
it's-
the team that probably end up at IMG and Detroit Country Day and stuff
I
like
think
that.
this-
But
the-
Detroit Country Day, they still don't offer. You're not allowed in the
Yeah.
state of Michigan.
Ask Chris
Yeah.
Webber.
But in the state of Michigan, you
So
are
you're
not
gonna lose a top
allowed
player
to
out of
give
the state.
somebody. You're not allowed to give high school students an athletic scholarship. I'm sure that a lot of them do it with academic scholarships, but it is against the law to give an athletic scholarship to a high school player. So I don't know if this is going to become like a charter school, and depending on what state they do this in. I mean, there's still so many other questions that need to be answered in this. I feel that
It's huge.
it's huge,
Huge.
though.
I
It's
don't know
huge.
what- I don't know
mean,
what-
I see both sides of it.
I asked Tim, what's the NCAA going to do? Because they have to do something.
For
Otherwise,
starters,
it's-
let them start making money. Let the players start making money. That's the biggest thing here, okay?
Yeah, the
You
schools
should
sure do.
Right. I was going to say,
Look what they pay their coaches.
right. But you know what a coach at IMG makes? It's like $40,000 a year. I mean,
Yeah, well,
that's-
it's his fault for
it's one
accepting
of
a
the-
job.
But it's
There
one
you
of the
go.
elite schools that athletes say, this is where I want to go. And it's
Okay.
so expensive for them to get into.
Okay.
It's insane. I'm interested to see how this develops more. I feel that the concept, there's times that I say, this is great. I would love my son to have the opportunity to play and go to the school and still get a high school diploma. It didn't say, the article didn't say that it was a GED, a high school
Right.
equivalent. It said a high school diploma. It looks like it's going to be a charter school because it says instead of focusing on regular curriculum, that they would be focusing on things like
Basket weaving?
no.
Oh.
Like, learning about finances, social justice. So that's
Yeah.
stuff that social justice programs are things that you find in
Hey,
charter
sure.
schools.
Games changing everywhere.
It is.
The NFL, we
But-
talk about the viewing game. We talk, now you're talking Bitcoin game. You're talking technology, and the game's changing everywhere. So we'll have to wait. And Tim McCormick said it right there. He said, well, "I gotta wait and see."
Right.
But I've seen when it changes or how it changes, but if it's successful, it'll work. And the bottom line too is you look, Jeff Bezos, right? Rams guy, Drake, Kevin Durant, Carmelo. These are guys that have the money.
Paul Gasol. Like, these
Yeah.
are.
So the money's there. It's like, so watch this be built because they're building something, and maybe they're building recruit. Or, who knows what it is, but it's capitalizing. How do I explain this? So when I was 11 years old, Luke and I figured that it's his equivalent of when Luke was 6 because of the way. No, because of the phone.
Right,
He grew up with
the
the phone
change.
technology and stuff like that. So now that's the whole thing. You got to allow people to catch up, and these guys are all catch up because this is all the technology part of the world. But capitalizing instead of waiting till the professionals, moving it, circumventing the rules, and gonna get the rules changed. Back to Maz's question. It's not what did the NCAA do? It's what did they do?
Right. Yep. I think that there's still going to be a lot of moving pieces to this, and they still got to iron out some stuff because you can't hand a kid in high school, 16 years old, 17, 18 years old,
Yeah.
$100,000 a year to go to school. It's going to be bad. It is going to,
No,
you're going
but
to,
you're
you're going
not-
to start seeing
but there-
drugs. You're going to start seeing car accidents. You're going to start seeing all kinds of problems with minors. That's too much money for
Changing
them.
but it's not even. That's not the thing. There's 30 in the world that live
30
where it is, but it's controlled environment by people that have already been there and done that. So it's sort of you bubble on how to succeed and what to succeed on.
I get that. But then here's the other thing too. How are you going to say that you're going to have a program on social justice and make this an opportunity for only males? What about the women? You want to start talking about? I mean, it would be
They'll
great.
make it school for them as well.
But if I could tell my son, look, you go to this school. You're one of the top 30 players in the world to be able to attend the school. It's a great opportunity. If you don't make it into the NBA, your worst case scenario is they're going to give you a $100,000 scholarship to go to school. That is your NCAA scholarship. Who cares, right? You're still going to go to school.
Here's your avenue to blow up your brand.
Hey,
At
look,
16 years old.
It's 30 kids now.
Laugh,
that's only
laugh.
going to get bigger.
Right.
It's not going to be 30 kids. That's how they started.
Building. All these, you talk YouTubers or whatever, just another way to build brand and capitalize early.
This company makes the majority of the money is online social media videos that they've been.
It's all for the young kids. It's for these kids. It's for the Lukes and Eazys.
They get a huge amount.
And Mikey.
Of advertisement, and that's how they've made their money on social media platforms. So very interesting there, and thanks so much for Tim McCormick for joining us to chat more about it. Guys, don't go anywhere. When we come back, start getting your fingers ready to dial up our phone lines 313-552-6322, because after Maz's sports update, we're going to be getting to our world famous baseball trivia, all thanks to our friends over at Hall Financial. So don't go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Inside pitch, I took it.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
D-Mac here, and before I talk about my friends and your friends and our friends at 8 Mile Vodka, it's not the what, it's a who, please, if you want to try some of this, you can try it at our watch party next Thursday. Yes, only a week from today. There he is. Do the top, do the Joik Bell. Yeah, 7 to 9 at the Delmar. All the Woodward Sports crew will be there, but for 8 Mile Vodka, you want to come down there or go to Myers and find it out. Single 90-liter batches allow for optimal quality and control and care. Carbon filtered, aerated and bottled at perfect time to produce a subtle taste with smooth finish and a character all its own. I guess that means something. I don't drink it anymore, but this is the best because the people behind it are the best because they're from the Motor City. So if you do drink, please drink responsibly and join us down at the Delmar in Greektown next Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live from MyBookie Studios. It is Thursday, April 22nd. I'm your girl, Pilar Lastra. We've got D-Mac, we've got Maz, we've got Fish in the Fishbowl, Eazy D behind the glass, our boy Luke manning all of our social media, and of course Joey here as well.
She got me this muffin and some coffee. And how was your? Did he get your squirt oatmeal milk? Right.
He did. He got me my oat milk latte. Thank you so much, Joey Bag of Donuts. You're the best. We really love you around here. We don't know what we would do without you. That's for sure. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure you're dialed.
What is happening?
I'm not sure, but that's what he was doing, so I just did it too.
Yeah, we were pretending we were from Maz's neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Didn't
Oh,
sound
is that
like
what,
it.
I didn't know what that was from. I didn't know.
Sorry.
Hacky sack.
We're from more north side. That's
Okay.
where the upstanding people
There you
are.
go, Bubba.
Yeah, I don't know where I thought I was from. I was just doing the same
liked
voice
it.
you were
You just
doing.
jumped along.
If somebody was to
Harmonies.
jump
I had-
off a cliff, or if D-Mac was to jump off a cliff, would you do it too, Pilar? I guess, yeah, if I didn't see it coming.
You know I was gonna live.
Yeah.
You know that, like, I ain't going
We'd
over
help
that.
each other out.
You jumped like, well, he did guess Samantha was going to score that goal, so here I go.
That is right.
Might have a prediction for you tonight, later on.
All right, all right.
All right. All right, Maz, let's get to your sports update.
You got it. Brought to you by MyBookie. Don't forget, use the promo code Woodward, and you'll get your free dough. Pirates over the Tigers, 4-2. They win it today, and the matinee, tough one for the Tigers. They lose 2 out of 3. Lost 3-2 yesterday. Then they won the second half of the doubleheader. They lose to the Buccos today, 4-2. And RBI, number 13 for Akil Badu.
Yabba dabba doo.
He's batting .295, as we said earlier. And guess who's coming into town tomorrow? It is, well, there's a Badu's triple. Let's watch it. Drop down. There it goes. Roll to the wall. I thought it might have been an inside the park home run chance, but we'll take the triple out of it.
Digging the dew.
That would have been cool.
The dew. I need that hair.
Number
thing.
60. I wonder how many number 60 jerseys are out there now in Tigerland. There's going to be quite a few. This kid looks like he's sticking around. Back up to .295 average right now. See if he can get it even higher. Starting tomorrow, the Kansas City Royals in town for 3. The A's last night, they won their 11th in a row. Hottest team in baseball. Mavs over the Pistons last night. Pistons in San Antonio tonight. Back-to-back on the road. They've lost 9 of 10 against the Spurs in San Antonio. Tip it at 8:30. Wings host the Stars tonight at LCA. D-Mac will be there. They do it again on Saturday. Third straight game they're playing the Stars. Face-off at 7:30. Just 8 games to go in the regular season. Newly retired Patriots wideout Julian Edelman joining Showtime's Inside the NFL. He retired last week from the Patriots. NFL draft a week away. We just told you about it. It's going to be at the Del Mar in Greektown. Next week, we will be there starting at 7 o'clock, the Joy Bell Party. Make sure you come down and see us.
The Del Mar. That just sounds so cool. Right?
It sounds cool.
fancy.
Like I said,
It
it sounds like South Beach.
Yeah.
Sounds like South Beach.
I was thinking
And
Sinatra, Dean Martin.
I want to show you this
Sounds
picture.
Vegas.
This takes you back to 1970. Might be 71. It's the last year that Mr. Hockey was with the Red Wings. Check this out by Walter Ayus. Walter Oos.
Easy for you to say, man.
I love this guy. I can't pronounce his name, but he was a phenomenal photographer.
Gordie Howe?
Yeah, Gordie Howe. I'm talking
how
about
you
the man who
pronounce it?
took the
No,
picture.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, he captured. Just look at. I wish you could look at it really, really close. Look at the. It looks fake,
I would say it almost looks like a painting.
doesn't it? That's a real picture. That is against
Look
the
how
Buffalo
people
Sabres.
used to dress
I'm trying
back
to
there.
find the puck. Where's
Look at the
puck?
goalie for a minute. No mask. It's the last year with no masks.
Gordy seems to see the puck. Where's the puck? Is it on his tape?
I don't know.
I don't see.
I just think that's a phenomenal. That is a photo. One photo of the year back in 1970 and 71 in Sports Illustrated. And we go 17 years ago today. The great Pat Tillman passed away. He enlisted in the U.S. Army right after 9/11, a tragedy. You know why he enlisted? Because he wanted to go out and support his country. And he turned down an almost $4 million contract with the Arizona Cardinals. And Pat Tillman killed in Afghanistan by friendly fire, by his own troops.
Yeah.
So just doff your
Tragic
hat to
story.
him. Doff your hat to him, man.
Yeah.
Just great stuff. I didn't know if Eazy had a picture of him. You didn't have a picture of him, Eazy? You sent me the picture. Okay.
Aw,
There he is.
heartbreaking. Absolutely.
So rest in
heartbreaking.
peace,
Yes.
Pat Tillman.
All right.
I didn't mean to give it to you
I
on
was
such a
like,
down
geez,
note.
Could you give us a
I know.
second one? To
I feel
be
like
a
Casey
happy
Kasem.
note
You ever
or
hear that
something, or
Casey
something
Kasem?
like-
Yeah, Casey Kasem's top 10, and this is a long distance dedication from Maz.
But then he got
to
pissed off.
Pilar.
Did you ever hear the blooper?
No.
We got to play it one day. We will play the Casey Kasem blooper for you. Casey Kasem was the first guy to count down your top 40 records every week. And he's still on, by the way, on Sirius Satellite. Well, he's dead. But the old shows.
I was going to say, wait, what?
The old shows
Can
are
I really
on.
see
The
Bruce Lee kick
replays.
Easy's ass if Casey
Replays.
Kasem's back?
The ghost of Casey Kasem is on Sirius Satellite every Saturday. They put it on, and Sunday. Of course, I listen to it, make my daughters listen to it. And, of course, he's the voice of Shaggy on Scooby-Doo, by the way.
What channel?
Sirius
is it?
7, Channel 7, on
Okay,
Sirius
what?
7.
Morning
Anyway,
or
I will
afternoon?
play the meltdown of all meltdowns for you guys. I will get that for you and play it. It's hilarious, and you'll never look at or listen to Casey the same way again. Not that you listen to him anyway. I'm probably one of the only guys that still listen to him.
His daughter did
Well,
radio for a
I
while.
thought he was
She did.
Yeah.
dead. That's why
Yeah,
I
he
don't
is
listen
dead.
to
Well,
it.
yeah, I
He is
mean,
dead.
But you live in the past, so you like
Of course, I live in my bubble.
it's
I
hard.
understand
It's hard
that.
for him to
Bublé.
let
It's hard to
go.
break
Hey,
out of the
be
bubble.
careful, Bublé, Michael Bublé, and the Bublé stuff might get. So it's a bubble, not a Bublé.
He's one of my favorites too.
Of course he is.
Of course, these guys are like, what? Who? What?
Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Bubbles.
You ever see
Yeah.
him in concert?
I have not seen him in concert.
Phenomenal.
But I have seen him on the bubbly.
Yeah, on the commercials.
Hard seltzer drink.
That's about it then? Okay,
yeah,
I can't talk. Prince, I tried to talk yesterday with you.
No,
Tell
no,
me
no,
about
no.
a
You
Super
can
Bowl
talk.
show.
You can talk Prince to me.
Okay.
I love Prince. I've been to 2 of his shows.
Okay, that'll go.
I went to the opening at Rio when he had his thing there, and then I got to see him at Super Bowl. So
cool.
I love me some Prince. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, make sure that you are dialing our phone number, 313-552-6322, because it is time for us to play our world-famous Get Home with Hall Financial baseball trivia. I think you're going to be able to answer these, so dial us up, 313-552-6322. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. Ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
Hey, guys, it's Maz from MyBookie. Don't forget, mybookie.ag. Use that promo code Woodward, whether you bet in the NBA, Major League Baseball, or any other big event like this weekend's UFC 261. Easy's in it. Make sure you bet on Eazy. MyBookie is the best place to bet. Though odds can change, they're going to do you a favor. You bet on Jorge Masvidal right now to win the fight, you will triple your money. That's right, $100 on Masvidal gets you 3-to-1 odds and a $300 payoff. So if you're going to do it at mybookie.ag. Use the promo code Woodward. Get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. So you put $1,000 in, they're giving you $1,000. That's pretty good. That's free money. Use the promo code Woodward. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. All right, guys, it is time for us to play our world-famous Get Home with Hall Financial baseball trivia. Fish, I know we have a caller not to play the trivia, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
You want to get to him now or
let's
after
get
the
to-
trivia?
Yep, let's get to him before the trivia.
All right, Maz's trigger fingers
I
over
can't
there.
hear it. I'm trying to tell you, turn it up a little. It's
Well,
too low.
I'm going to. I'm
Okay.
making sure my mic is on.
Okay, I
now
got you.
I will turn your buzzer on.
Okay.
Too many things going on. We have Pete who has
Okay.
The only thing he said was a question for Pilar, so I will let him explain what his question for Pilar is.
Ooh.
All right.
I
Hi,
can't wait
Pete.
for this.
Welcome to The Hook. Pete?
Oh, Pete.
Pilar, I know you're here to meet in Detroit. I know Pistons are playing San Antonio. Aren't you from San Antonio?
I am. So are you asking
Okay,
me who I'm going to root for?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, Pete. So here's the truth. It depends. I feel like I can't talk anymore.
The rest of us are going to leave the room here. It's just you and
I know.
Dan, because it's your
Nobody else is listening,
nobody's
right?
listening. I'm going to sit down here and draw.
So it's going to depend as to whether or not my husband is watching. If he is watching, if he's in the room watching with me, then I'm going to have to go Pistons 100% all the way, a blowout game. If he is not in the room and I get to just watch the game by myself eating a good sandwich or something,
You don't eat sandwiches.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Oh, my goodness. You should see my
What's your favorite sandwich?
tortas. Nice, big, fat, juicy tortas.
You can't be talking food. I got to
Smothered.
listen to
I know,
your
I'm so
conversation now.
hungry.
It was totally zoomed out and whatever.
I said food.
Then you just said
All right,
food.
go ahead.
But
I
Pete,
digress.
so then, if I'm in there by myself watching the game, I'm gonna hope for a good game, but I'm gonna hope for the Pistons to win.
Now I have a question for you. What's your kids root for? Are they old enough?
Well, they're only 8 months and 2 years old. So
Okay, I got you.
They're rooting for Elmo.
Elmo.
Super Grover.
Diehard Pistons fan. Whatever,
No, no,
whatever
Paul,
mom
I-
dresses her in. Them in.
Laura, I used to prop up my son Nick on one of those like big pillows, those shoulder pillows. We used to watch a football game together when he was 2 years old.
Aw. Yeah, so, well, my daughter, she watches sports. She watches golf. She had to watch
Okay.
all the Lions losing games last year. She had to watch,
Caught in the vortex
Michigan.
like the rest of us.
It's been difficult, but she is a diehard Michigan sports fan, thanks to her father.
Hey Tom, how about you and your kids? And Dan, how about you and your kids?
Oh, Pete, we're Detroit all the way unless the Yankees are playing.
Okay.
But the Tigers. This is how I always watched games. Always. When it was when back in Jersey when the Devils played the Islanders, I would always root whoever needed the points more. That's who I rooted for. Now here in Detroit, when my Detroit teams are playing my New York teams, I mean this. I'm rooting 99% for my Detroit teams now. I truly am. I'm almost here half my life now. Another year, and I will be here halfway each way. So I'm a Detroiter, man. These are the teams I've covered and loved and grown up with here. Not grown up. I was already old, but what I've grown up with as an old
doing
man.
the math, and you're right, Maz.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
One more year. Thanks, Mac. So, yes, I'm rooting for the but if the Yankees or Mets kind of need it more than the Tigers, I'm kind of going that way. You get what I'm talking about.
Right.
Sure do.
Yeah, right
Thank
down
you.
the middle, Maz. Right
Thanks,
down
Pete.
the middle.
And that's the truth.
I know it is the
Yeah.
truth, but the truth is you're right down the middle usually if you can. You don't like to teeter off that board.
I don't.
Pete, actually, I got a message from Tom Mazawey's daughter, Lily, who I think is just so cute. And you know what she told me? She said, Pilar, I have to be really honest with you. Deep down inside, I'm a diehard Tom Brady fan. And I follow him everywhere he goes. And I just want to wear one of his jerseys for once.
You
but
know
my
she's
dad
lying
won't
right
let
now.
me.
They all know. Never even bring that guy's name up. They know.
Not to you. She
Not
brought
to
it
you,
up
but
to
she
Aunt
said
Pilar.
it to me. She said, so I think
She told her that she'd come in and sit next to me.
Yep, she did. She just had a birthday, and that's why she reached out. She wanted a Tom Brady Tampa Bay championship jersey.
Thanks, Pete. It was Maddie's birthday. I appreciate it.
Oh, shoot.
Maddie, okay. Happy birthday, Maddie.
Lily was calling to get Maddie in.
See,
right?
we caught
Again,
Pilar in a fib.
See, then you would understand, right? If you got it from Maddie, then Maz would go, oh, yes, because she's going to try to get her sister in trouble. And she would do that as a gift because Maddie might think that Dad, he isn't paying attention because Lily's the one, she's the youngest, she's the smartest.
That's right.
Like, she
Always the
just
youngest
knows
one.
what's going on. She can, you know how it is in the family.
I
She can
do. I'm the
manipulate
youngest
best.
one. I understand.
Right? Well, there you go. You can manipulate, how do you say it? Manipulate the situation.
They all manipulate Dad. I can tell you
Yep,
that.
I know. I bet. Daddy's girls, huh? All right,
Amen.
guys, let's get to our trivia show. Well, trivia segment now. Fish, who do we have on the line to play?
Yeah, that was my bet on the audio. So we're gonna not mess it up this time. We're gonna put John on the line from Troy. He's ready to win some wings and lashish.
All right, Fish.
All right. Who was
John.
it? John?
John from Troy.
Okay, not John of Troy.
No.
Hey, John.
Maybe.
That would be very.
Then we would say
combat.
Lord John.
Yeah, Lord John. John, welcome to the hook.
Hi, how you guys doing?
We're doing great. Okay, so are you ready to play? We're going to run by the rules for you real quick. All
right.
All right, it's very simple. All you have to do is answer all 4 questions correctly, and you will win a $100 gift card to either your choice of Lashish or to Detroit Wing Company.
Thanks, Gus.
Yep, all thanks
Gus.
to our friends over at
Thanks, D. Hall.
Hall Financial.
Thanks, D. Hall.
All right.
Awesome, all right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll lead it off. Here you go, John. Question number 1. Usually starts off easy and gets a little more difficult. Question 1. Which team has won the most World Series championships?
Okay, so would it be the New York Yankees?
Yes.
Yes, they have 27 championships. Good job. You're at first base now, John. Pilar will give you question number 2. I hope
right.
you're a Tiger fan for this one.
He said,
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. Who was the MVP of the 1984 World Series?
Would it be? And you said they're Tigers.
Well, it's the
Well,
84
yeah,
World
you
Series.
know what? Maz was very nice with that clue. Yes, you picked up on that clue. 84 World Series, Tiger winning.
Yikes. Would it be?
Don't be looking it up now, John.
I know. I don't even. Honestly, I don't think I can name a Tiger from that time. I'm pretty young.
I was going to say, were you even born in 1984?
Do you know their
No.
favorite? Do you know
No.
their-
Oh,
Hey, listen.
well, you know what though? You gotta appreciate.
All right, I'll give you a clue. He was a manager of the Tigers at one point. His initials are A.T.
Anthony. Thomas.
I was gonna say Anthony Thomas.
See, that's sad.
You kidding?
It's sad. That shows you how bad the culture
It's all right,
was.
buddy. I'm sorry.
John.
That was a good fake name. Anthony
Yeah,
Thomas.
no,
Anthony
dude,
Thomas.
hey,
That was
It was on the
Yes.
spot.
that's his fake ID name.
Hey, just for giving me Anthony Thomas as your name, you get a free lunch with Eazy.
No, he
I'm
Hey,
mad
I'll
done.
take it.
He said who was the MVP of the 84 World Series. He said Anthony Thomas because you said the initials are.
I know.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I said.
he didn't-
For
Oh, I thought you
guessing
meant
Anthony Thomas.
his
Yeah.
name. Like
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
no, his name is John.
John, yeah.
Yeah, John. Okay. All right. All
Pilar,
right, John.
Pilar, are you still with us?
It was Alan
He's
Trammell, by
in,
the way,
right?
shortstop.
It was Alan Trammell. You ever hear of Alan Trammell?
And
No.
Lou
Not at
Whitaker.
all.
Wait, did you say no?
Yeah, he said no.
He
no,
said
sir.
he was young. He said he was young. You know what?
And you
I
wonder
appreciate
why, and you wonder
John.
why when we talked to Tim McCormick, the Tigers were at the bottom, right?
I
The
appreciate
culture. That ever
John
happened?
calling in and attempting this, knowing
Maz has his hands in his head right now. He is devastated. Yeah, he's gonna
No,
cry.
he's fighting a
But the
migraine
fact-
that's
Hey, I
blowing
tried
up
my
his head.
best.
No, it's
You
not your
did,
fault, buddy.
Alan.
It's not your
Alan.
fault. We've let you down.
His name's
The
John.
older generation.
Alan
John Allen Thomas.
Anthony Thomas.
John Allen Thomas. John Anthony Thomas.
Sir John from Troy.
Are you okay, Maz? You gonna make it
Lord-
through?
Yeah.
John, what's your favorite sport?
Lord John Anthony Thomas.
Yeah, what's your favorite sport, Johnny?
I like hockey quite a bit.
All right,
All
that's
right,
good.
there you go.
All right, I'll give you a question for hockey. Are you ready? What
Oh,
number?
gosh.
What number did Darren McCarty wear?
Oh, you better get this one right, man.
Oh no.
It's a quarter of a
Oh
century.
no. Was it 29?
He's kidding. He's kidding. Because I said it's a quarter of a century.
No, he
Darren.
didn't catch that one.
25. I'm
There you go.
But how old are you, John?
You go out on a winning note.
21.
See that?
You sound older, John. I thought I was talking to like a 60-year-old.
No, y'all be nice.
No, I mean that's
Because I've been smoking.
There you go.
Oh,
there
my
it is.
My man, John.
You're back on D-Mac's good side.
John.
No wonder you're all cooled down and, and
Educated,
stuff.
medicated. Don't tell me what, tell me who. All right, buddy. Thanks
John,
for playing.
thanks so much for
You'd be a
calling
perfect
in.
host on our show, John.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Excellent try.
That explains why I got the answers wrong.
No, you know history. You should know Alan Trammell. But that just goes to
That's
show
okay.
you
Hey, he
where the
called
culture
in.
is.
He gave it a shot.
No,
in,
it's
he
not
gave it a
about
shot.
him. It's about what
I
we've
know,
done
it's a killer.
as the Tigers.
What have we
culturally.
done? What have we
Yes.
done? What has baseball done to the young world? What have you done, baseball?
Well,
Baseball,
I mean,
please.
But in fairness, you did go back to 1984, and I was actually, when I was reading this, I was just thinking, man, I hope that he's old enough. He probably wasn't even born. 'Cause I thought he sounded
But
pretty
it's a
young.
Tigers World Series, and it's a staple that you should know for your favorite teams. And
I was 3 years old when this happened. Do you think
Doesn't-
I would know off the
yeah, because
tip
I
of my tongue?
Well, I know what happened in
I
1965.
know what
I
happened.
was 3 years
all
old.
the pre-Red Wings championships that I was part of the last 4 of the 11.
Well, but you played for the organization.
I understand, but it doesn't matter. I know the Lions, I know the Tigers. You know, like it's just
No,
because
fair
I live
enough.
the
Okay,
city
but-
and whatever the history of it's important. Where did we come from? Of course, that's the way I am because I need to know the why. So it's not right or wrong. It's just when you understand that everybody does it differently, but you can translate the way that they do it, and you see if it's for you or not.
I just spotted Joey Bag of Donuts outside with a heater. walking right by us.
Boy.
Blowing the smoke
boy.
out, walking in the front door. I'm going to ask him where the hell he was when he comes back in the
He's
studio.
having a cigarette. Leave the guy alone.
Here he comes.
Leave him alone.
Here comes Canada's own. We're going to put him in. Hey, Joe.
I bet you it was
Joe, get in the Easy box there for a
Nice.
minute. Take your mask off. Get in the Easy, man.
He had to take a
Joe,
smoke
up,
Joe, I
everyone out
spotted you.
there?
I spotted you outside. What were you doing?
Just hit my vape, you know.
Oh.
I didn't want to do it inside and be rude or nothing.
No, that's nice. Okay, man. Hey, I love it. You know,
Nice
The
to
terminology.
him.
Joe and I were talking about terminology earlier. Like, the Canadian. He said something. I said, "I'd prove you're Canadian." Maz proved he was older in Jersey, and because he said, "Look at Joe walk by, he's smoking a heater." Yeah, it's not a heater. It's a vape, but it's close.
yeah, it's a vape. Well, I couldn't tell. It was in the shadow.
I
It's
guess
a
no,
smoke.
but same thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's what
Joey, you know
technology.
what Joey reminds me of? I got to go home tonight and watch Point Break again. He reminds me of Keanu Reeves in Point
About
Break.
the surfboarders?
Yeah, the surfboarder.
Yeah.
You're like Bodie.
Oh, I don't think I know anyone by name. I know the premise.
That's cool, man. You are all right, Joe. I dig you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Were you a Point
All right,
Break
are
guy,
you
Mac?
Yeah, I like
You're
Point
looking at me
Break.
strange.
No.
Okay, I couldn't
I'm just
tell.
like shaking my head at
You got
for
those
like
glasses
things
on.
you did like 3 times ago.
I say.
Yeah, speaking
Oh,
of glasses, like if Matt's
Yeah.
always saying he needs like a hair transplant thing, I need to know what's the best glasses place for people that have glasses, because it's about time for me to get a freaking real pair.
There's great
The
places.
glare off these, but I want ones that are tinted so you can't see where I'm looking, so I can
For
look
when you
wherever I want.
Have you tried Warby
Play
Parker
poker?
downtown? Warby Parker?
Who's he?
It's a fancy glasses place downtown Detroit. They're all over the country. Actually, you can order online. They'll send them to you, and you can go down there. They'll fit them for you and everything. And not expensive anymore to get glasses. You
Yeah,
never heard of
it's
Warby
really
Parker?
not. You can get them online
I
too.
got glasses from Zenni. You ever go
Yeah.
to Zenni? It's great. You pick out your own stuff. You put your measurements in. You put your
$25
prescription
you can get like
Yeah.
the works on your
in. I don't mean to
glasses.
get. I'm not giving these out as free promos. I'm just telling you what I'm
Use
doing.
promo code Maz.
Yeah,
use the
for
promo code.
sure.
Tell them
Maz.
Maz sent you.
Tell Maz
Maybe
sent you.
we should.
For
We can get
10% off.
We can get them in here as advertisers. There you go,
Yeah, there you go.
Mac.
All right.
I'm in. I need
Okay.
glasses.
I need
don't know.
glasses,
I didn't
too.
know. I was sold that I could create the glasses that I wanted
Yeah.
or whatever else.
All
This
right.
is my beautiful blue eyes.
I'm done now. Go ahead, Pilar.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't see.
Let's see those ojitos. Ojitos.
Can you open them any
Little
wider?
eyelashes.
Can you open them any wider than
Oh
that?
shit!
No,
Pissed
you look
myself a little bit.
scary. You look scary. Come on.
Don't stare at
Soften
me.
it up. Ojitos.
Don't stare at me.
Ojitos.
I feel like
Bat those eyelashes. All right, guys,
put the
we're
glasses
gonna
back
we're
on.
gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, there's good news. Things are starting to open up in the world of sports. More fans are being able to go to sporting events. So stick around. We've got news for you on the hook.
Hey, folks, it's Maz for our friends at Hall Financial. When's the last time you checked your interest rate? Well, if it's creeping over 3, it's time for you to give them a call and ask for a free 5-minute mortgage checkup. And tell them Woodward Sports sent you, the hook especially. Hall Financial's fast. They do all the heavy lifting for you. So go to davidhallmortgage.com now to get started. Hall Financial, lower payments, better options, more personal attention. Back to Pilar.
Welcome back to the hook on Woodward Sports Network. All right, guys, so far there's good news. As things open up, we're not continuing to have massive amounts of outbreaks that seem to be related to the sporting events. We're reading now, so far so good. Things in Texas, no COVID outbreaks at the Rangers' home Globe Life Field. That's great news, right? The last thing we want to start seeing is that people are opening up to more capacity, 100% capacity, and then bam, they have a massive surge. Fish, what do you have to say?
Okay, Texas and Florida, if they did have a mass surge, they would not report it. And also, if they did have a mass surge and you saw the mass surge, do you think they care about shutting down? No, they're going to not shut down.
Do you think they're lying?
That is the voice of reason.
I'm not saying they could be lying, but if they had a massive outbreak, like 10,000 cases a day, they'd show it. and they wouldn't care.
Fish, do me a favor. When you're going to break in with your political view or whatever on, like, so you got to make a different noise so we know where you're coming from, so I'm prepared for the take. I wasn't prepared. There,
Is that
that's
good?
There it is.
That's
That
political?
must be our political correspondent.
Yes.
Fish in the fishbowl.
No,
yes.
I think he should hum the America the Beautiful or something. Can you do that, Fish?
Yeah, can't do that.
I think I'll just do a
All right, fine. You know what? Do the New Zealand one. Do the New Zealand national anthem. Then we'll know you're talking politics.
Right.
Anyway, they let 100% in Globe Life. They had like 45,000 people, 42 I think it was, on opening day, and it's open. If you want to go to the game in Texas, you can go. Now, if you go to Houston, they're only allowing 50% of their people in. Here, of course, it's 10%. So, 20%. So we're at 8,000 capacity here at Comerica Park. Each place is different. And Eazy, you would tell me about this weekend's UFC.
Yeah, the UFC's, I think it's up to 50. It's over 15,000 people are going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. But the UFC, I don't know how they're doing it in Texas, but they're giving out masks and other protective gear at the event itself. It comes like with your ticket, and they hand it to you as you walk in the door. And I don't know how it's going down in Texas, though.
And then, Mac, you're going to go to Indy in May.
I'm gonna have
for the big one at the Brickyard.
And guys, guess what? We're gonna plan something, whatever. But I'm gonna be there. Me and Big Boogie. Everybody knows Big Hoss. We're going down there because he's got the tickets. His dad's had tickets for years. But I'm most looking forward to the turkey leg, because that's what Pilar said.
Yes.
Pilar's a veteran of Indy before, so you've been down to Indy and stuff like that for the race, and it's an exciting weekend and an exciting race and
It
good
is
food. Wild.
It's like
you were covering it, right?
NASCAR.
Is it Derby
2.0.
Wild, or is it?
No, it's like NASCAR.
NASCAR
2.0. I mean, it is fun.
No,
it is
not
no,
quite
it is
that.
fun.
No,
it
we
is
don't
fun.
yeehaw when we crack you over the head with a freaking bottle of Jack.
I think it's yeehaw.
No, that's more the hillbillies.
Okay.
Not the rednecks.
Not Indies? All right.
But yeah, it's a ton of fun. I was able to go one year for a car show that I used to have. But the best thing that I had was a good old-fashioned giant turkey leg.
Renaissance Festival.
Crispy on the outside,
On the
well seasoned, and just so, sometimes when the outside skin is really crispy and good,
the best.
sometimes the inside can be a little dry.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
I can't picture you eating a turkey leg.
Oh my gosh, with some massive good old fashioned mustard and just
Mustard?
Oh,
On turkey?
on a turkey leg?
for
Yeah.
sure. In your sandwich,
That's how you
turkey
do it.
sandwich. You got
Oh.
mustard in your turkey
No.
sandwich?
My mouth
Mayo.
is salivating right now thinking about
Mayo.
it.
And mayo.
No mustard. I'm
And
not a
hot
mustard
sauce.
guy.
I don't
Mustard only on hot dogs for me, with ketchup, of course.
Okay, but don't put mayo on your turkey leg.
Well,
They don't even give you mayo packs.
I know.
It's
I
just
get it.
No, I meant turkey sandwich. He puts mayo on his turkey sandwich.
Oh yeah, that's
But
different.
I'm
still
all about the
thinking
mustard.
about the turkey legs. It's making my mouth
The
salivate.
kicker is Mac's going to be among 135,000 fans because that's the max
Yeah.
they're allowing in. So I'm not telling you that's going to be
40% of their
135,000, but they might be.
Oh, I'm sure that they will max out at that allowed capacity. It is a huge event. It's so much fun. It is a blast.
And it's
to
an
go
Indy,
to.
and Indy's already been out there anyway. If you remember when Governor Whitmer was shutting us down, as you drove into Indianapolis, into Indiana, they had the big billboard that some Indiana businessman bought and put her picture on it and said, Indiana Businesswoman of the Year. And Gretchen Whitmer was right there as you drive the Michigan border over to Indy, because let's face it, we drove all our people to Ohio and Indy if they wanted to watch a movie or go to a game or do anything, because they've been open. What's up, Fish?
Did you guys know that 135,000 people they're allowing at the Indy 500, that's only 40% capacity?
Yes.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Now, is that
I mean, it's
is that
huge.
really? Are you sure that's 40%?
350,000 total capacity on grounds, probably. It's probably huge ground.
Well, yeah,
right?
because then they have it's not kind of like the infield section, but not really. I mean,
Right.
we would consider it the infield section, but yeah, it's a huge venue.
Now, you going by RV, Mac?
No.
Okay.
You got to do the whole experience.
No, we're going in on Saturday. Yeah, but we're all hooked up. Yeah.
Good.
It's the way to do it. Yeah. It's the way to do it. You'll have an amazing
to
time.
answer your question, will I be at an RV? Yes. I'm not taking an RV.
Well, that's what I thought. It's going to be the highest attended event since the pandemic began a year ago.
I was going to say, you're going to say the highest that I'm going to
And the
be
highest.
that day. And you know what? I will not have been that high since the day before.
This has been a high week.
On a high note. All right, guys, let's play a little bit of
highlights.
Let's play some highlights.
There's a bit in there, Easy somewhere. We're going to chop up the
That'll help us.
All right, guys. Let's play a little bit of Me Gusta or No Me Gusta. You guys know how to do this on our social media at Woodward Sports. I'm going to apologize that I normally love to read all of the comments that I'm seeing pop up on the screen, but for some reason today I'm just not able to see the comments. So I still do appreciate it. We'll go back and we'll read them. I know Luke is certainly busy on our social media at Woodward Sports, so keep commenting on them because we will go back and read them. So if you like the statement that I'm about to say, you say me gusta. If you don't like the statement I'm about to say, you say no me gusta. Here it is. Northwestern OT Rashawn Slater says he's the best tackle in the draft. The Lions should pick him over Oregon's Penny Swope.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Maz, they both sat out this year. Is that true?
That's a great question that I don't have an answer for.
Well, that was rhetorical.
I apologize.
I believe that they
I should know that.
I believe that they were. So the fact that I guess it's to me it could be apples and oranges and stuff. But if you're going to take a guy as high as say the Lions or where he's projecting the draft as a first overall tackle, which for a long time they didn't project any offensive lineman to go in the first 10 overall, and that hasn't happened in 30 years or so. I don't know the exact amount of time, but look it up. It's something like that. So the fact that one guy's claiming he is, it's as a team, you look at it and say, who's the guy that's there longevity-wise? Obviously, proof's in the pudding, but who's got the greatest potential? Yeah, and injuries play a key and stuff like that, but the history would play along. And I love going into a draft where a guy's got confidence that, hey, no, I think I'm the best. I think you should choose me. And that goes to show you where he's built. Now, Northwestern, obviously, in that program, and then the Pat Fitzgerald program, who's one of the highly touted every year college coaches, but he's got a great program there, and you know they're meat and potatoes. So if you want to meat and potatoes, guys, that's what you get there. Oregon, you know, they're more high flying, more West Coast playing in the Pac-12. So there are, what do you want? This guy's probably like more feet, more pass and stuff like that. So it depends what kind of guy you want. You want a road grader or you want more of a versatile off-road vehicle?
Be honest
so
with you.
I me gusta. Sorry,
Me gusta.
to answer.
So you're taking him.
You want Slater?
Yeah, I would take Slater, and the fact that there's confidence and stuff like that. I agree.
All right.
I don't think the Lions could lose if they want to pick an offensive tackle. If you got Slater and Sewell, you're not going to lose. So I say have at it. Do what you want. I personally wouldn't take an offensive lineman in this draft. Again, you're picking 7th. I know it might be hard if one of those two guys are there. And I've been saying don't take a receiver at this point. But I'm really having a hard time with pick 7. I really just want them to dump out of this pick unless the quarterback that they like falls to them at that pick. I just want a playmaker. I just want someone. I know we need linebackers, but do you take a linebacker at 7? I'm having a hard time answering this question, and I came up with the damn question.
Does this change your opinion? Because I've been scouring through, right? If Jared Goff, who we know is going to be the quarterback this year, next year, if he's protected, he is good.
But they already have a good offensive line.
Okay, so if you feel, right, that these guys on that see, it's like adding that extra piece to make sure, then you solidify it. Do you need to plug that hole? So I guess it comes down to that. But if he's protected, right, he can get the ball to whoever can catch, right? There's a lot of guys that can catch, right? But if he's not protected, or if it does, it opens it up either way. So that's the question you got to ask.
Yeah.
And that might help you or hurt you.
Well, they brought back their offensive line coach again this year. They were good last year. They have a great center. They got a couple of, they got a good guard, a good tackle already. I guess you can only help yourself on the line. So if I'm forcing myself to answer this question, I'll say no me gusta. I'm sticking with Sewell.
All right, there you have it. Easy. ¿Te gusta o no te gusta?
Sorry, Mike just crept up behind me and distracted me.
He's scary.
I can
you're behind me, dog. Me gusta. I think he's the more experienced guy when it comes to like skill set. Mike's master's broke, another distraction there, but I don't see no problem with it. I don't think you can go wrong either way, but I'm with Maz. I'm more of the camp of trading back and filling out the team because we have so many damn holes. I don't think one offensive tackle is going to fix everything.
All right, there you have it. Fish, te gusta o no te gusta?
I'll say no, me gusta. I'll go with Penny Sewell. I mean, obviously I don't want an offensive tackle at 7, but I'll go with Sewell at 7 if we have to take a tackle.
Right. I don't think you can go wrong with him. I'm going to say no me gusta because what I really want the Lions to do is either get crazy and move up to the 4th spot and try and take a shot at Kyle Pitts, or move back in the draft and take another position that's going to fall to them later at a better bargain. So I'm not big on the OT. In 7th, I would love to see them get aggressive and go for Kyle Pitts.
Can you imagine these two guys are there? These two, it's rare that you get 2 offensive tackles this talented that they could fall big time.
I'm not mad at Slater for being confident. Good for him.
To this point, right, having these guys available could entice somebody to trade up to you.
Yeah.
I the more and more I see it, and I saw it all along, was I think that we're going to have a great option, whether it's the Denver, a New England, whatever, it's a speculated trade, whatever's a proposed. But we're in a good spot. And again, it all goes back to who's making the calls.
And you know what? We'll find out next Thursday.
At the Delmar.
At the Delmar.
7 o'clock.
I can't even wait. And I'm just so happy that the Lions
come down,
are.
Have a 8 Mile vodka drink with Pilar. There you go.
Yes,
exactly.
I am so happy that it's an early pick for us. I mean, it sucks that we're early in the draft, obviously, because that means we're a losing team.
Last year, which sucked so much, we picked so early that I was going to get disappointed. Well, because the guys who were picking.
I know, but it's just
Maz?
it's
What
happy.
Dumb and Dumber?
Quinn Terrible?
Yeah, I'm just happy that I'm
That's
not
good.
waiting till the middle
To
of
the
the first round of the
idiot-mobile.
draft. So,
Quinn Terrible.
all right,
And
guys,
they trip over their laces,
we are
fall
going to
down,
take
somebody loses
a
a tooth.
quick break,
I got it
but
written
when we come back, it's going to be time for story time with D-Mac and our other segment, Dust Ups with D-Mac.
Ooh,
So
daily double.
stick
Yeah, it's D-Mac
around.
Daily Double Thursday.
That's right, for your daily double on the hook.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer, Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Oh,
right.
nice, Luke. It's a D-Mac Daily Double. What does that mean? Well, you know what? I guess I'm a little dyslexic, or I don't, I got to be a little bit louder, but I would think story time led into the dust up. Why, Pilar? Because the story is about a dust up, and because of the Dallas Stars playing the Detroit Red Wings tonight, I will be in the building doing the in-house with Daniela Bruce and Art Regner, as always, and I look forward to, as this being the 3rd game, that the Detroit Red Wings and Dallas Stars are playing 2-game home and homes, which is sort of weird in the way that the schedule is set up. You would think it'd be rivalries. Well, I don't think you're going to see this, but back in the day, I went and pulled the archive, and I got a story about this because you can see happened to my hand. But this is what happened in the Dallas Stars game against the Detroit Red Wings back in 1995.
Love this.
He's going after Cartner, who's going down.
That's me. That's me. Boom. Yeah, I had to break it up. Skate came over the top, so that's their toughest guy. Shane Churla, we used to call him. Ask Dink, we used to have him. He was Shane Sparta Churla when we studied. So you can see the blood leaking out. And yeah, I got, it's all the sort of, and you asked me to get beat up. Well, Shane Churla used to beat me around a bit, but I sort of enjoyed
Hold on, Mac.
stuff. But the
I want to make sure.
is,
I want to make sure the volume is down on this so people can hear you. Just lower the volume a little bit so people can hear Mac talking. Go ahead, bro.
They couldn't hear both?
You never know.
Yeah, so we used to, Shane Churla was like he was tough, and a guy that we used to use as one of our study guys and stuff. So anyways, what you could see is that's the old school protecting Terry Cartner, who had some concussion issues, but yeah, exactly. Watch this hit, and again, and a little bit. But anyways, okay. So anyways, my right hand, what happened in there, and the blood that was all from it is this. Yes, the skate when I went down cut it, but where my hand was. And if you can't see it here, but I got stitches here. It cut everything here, but the way it was that I didn't lose any fingers or anything like that. But that's just the one of many scars on my hands or surgeries or stapling. So I don't expect to see that tonight down at LCA because the boys play a little different game and they behave. But I expect them to come out with a fierce effort.
Why did Churla go after poor little Cartner?
I don't know. It's 95. Little Cartner. The Cartner's big because that's sort of the way that it was back then.
Did you hear Mickey on that call with the late great Dave Strader? That was awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
Back in the day, the doctor. We'll have him on, Mickey Redmond here one time when it's apropos, when the Wings give us some reason to talk a little bit more about him.
Absolutely.
Maybe after 8 games.
That was a lot of blood on the ice, and they were commenting. They didn't know who was bleeding at first. They didn't know.
Was it all yours?
It's always me.
Yeah, it was. Then they finally said, "That's D-Max."
You can hit me with a baseball bat, right? And I won't, you can't knock me out, but I bleed like a sieve.
Ooh.
It's good. No, it's good. It's perfect.
It makes it more theatrical, I guess.
Well, yeah, chicks
but too, getting cut
scars
in that area right here in the hand.
Yeah, what happened to you? What'd they do to you?
Oh, stitches.
All right, but
so I had stitches.
right away, or did you have to sit out a game or two, or?
I probably went back and played.
Yeah, probably.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Because why?
Because I'm a hockey player.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
And chicks dig it.
Chicks dig the scars. Right? Chicks dig scars.
That was a good one. That was a great fight.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really. That was just sort of like you see a lot more of that mentality, that herd mentality.
I'm trying to think of the goalie for the Sabres that got cut.
Oh, Clint Malarchuk.
Clint Malarchuk. Listen, Pilar, I wish I could show you this video. See if you could bring up Clint. Hey, see if you can bring up Clint Malarchuk.
Would it be bad? Why would I not want to watch it?
Malarchuk?
Yeah,
it was super bad, Paul.
He got cut with the skate across his throat.
Maz, why would you explain? Just show the video.
I want to, but I want to describe it to Eazy, so see if he can maybe dig it up.
Dink knew that I learned that 5 years before from those guys diving into rugby scrum.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
So Malarchuk holds he was holding his. Oh, it was ugly.
Oh my God!
Fish, to answer your question, why would I don't know why Maz would do that. You know,
if he wants a video that no one knows about to play him, just play the video. Don't even give a description.
The voice of reason and common sense back there.
Where'd you learn that from, Stick or Joey?
What, to have them play the video with no introduction?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably Stick or Joey. I don't know.
No, I'm just
I would have said myself.
If you don't want somebody to know and you want to throw it on top of them, I was just wondering where you learn the knowledge.
That's all.
That's knowledgeable. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
We'll show you the video one of these days.
It's gonna be. It's hard to download because it's like.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
It was a last minute ask.
There's like age restrictions around it.
Yeah, don't sweat it, man. Anyway, he cut his throat open. His jugular. Yeah.
Don't.
How else can I describe it, Mac?
That's so gross.
No,
Is there a picture of him?
And it
No,
was like,
just
and
like
it
you
looked
don't
like
need
a
to.
horror movie.
It's
It was
graphic.
squirting out everywhere.
It's
Find the
graphic.
picture,
It's
Eazy.
age restricted.
He
We don't
lived.
need to
That's why
show it.
it's-
That's the most important part.
Pilar
is that
must
he
see
lived.
it.
No,
She
I don't
must
need to.
see it.
Listen, my life
Maz,
will
you
be-
got 6 minutes. You can show the video off the air.
Yeah, it'll be no.
No, I want the
Listen,
peeps to see it. I want
I
Jenna
will
Newman
be
to see it.
They all
just
seen it.
fine
They were
if I
calling
never
here
see it.
going, yeah, Richard Zednick, too, from the Caps had the same sort of injuries. So
Ugh.
they're tough to watch. Take our word for it.
Yeah, I don't
It was
want to.
amazing, Pilar. I was like, oh, just right
Enough.
across his jugular.
Enough. That's disgusting. All right, there you have it.
He played again. He's a hockey player. Well,
Fish.
Maz, I have a feeling you go home and you just watch injuries all day.
Yeah.
Like, but they have to
I
be like
don't.
the word, like the Gordon
No.
Hayward injury
They
that he
stick-
had.
No, I can't stand
The,
broken bone stuff.
The
Broken
Dak
bones get me.
Prescott one.
Oh, that's
Burrow.
hard.
I
No.
feel like you go home and you just sit. All right, what are we gonna watch today? Ooh, Joe Burrow. Ooh,
No.
this guy.
No, that's horrible.
Nick Chubb, this guy.
Do you, hey, Mac, do you remember this back in the day? There was a video out called Faces of Death.
Oh, of course. Seen it all.
What was that?
Old lady
That's
got
terrible.
hit by a semi, parachute not open.
Look up
seen the
Faces of
splat.
Death.
Don't.
No, I would never do that.
Why do you
What kind
want to? You know she does. Why do you want to push things on people when you know they don't? You want me to?
Thank you.
Jesus, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Will you please give me him a Spanish
Yeah,
in mind?
something
like
because
obviously, like tell him like come on, bro.
Choo-choo.
I don't know what I apologize. I'd like to learn Spanish.
No, but like I feel I can very easily.
Cucaracha.
All right, don't watch Faces of Death.
Obviamente no estás entendiendo lo que te estamos diciendo en inglés, que a mí no me gusta ver cosas así. Son puras cochinadas. A mí no me gusta y luego tengo que decir, ay, me voy a desmayar.
Lucy.
Yes, I played the acoustics of how angry we were.
Fine.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sicko.
You apologize.
Watching stuff like that.
Faces of Death.
You're weird. I'm gonna pray for you.
Thanks. You could always use more prayers.
All right, guys. All right. It is that time of the show where we get to who ya like. Maz, did you redeem yourself? Because
I went 0-2 last night.
again.
Yeah,
Well, the night before I was 2-0.
He had a pretty bad night.
And you know what? The first thing out of Fish's mouth this morning on the morning Woodward show. Don't be like Maz, Adam. He was 0-2 last night.
Well,
and then he gets into my picks, and then Adam says, well, he's a homer. He's a homer. How many times did I give you winners on the Nets? The Nets, for me, are like 7-0 going into last night. They finally lost the game.
Okay, Adam doesn't like losers.
I'm not a loser.
No, but
Well,
if your pick might
Tell Adam that. I'm just saying.
was that-
Adam always comes in here, right, and says, "Oh, you guys suck." So I don't want us to suck. I want us to do well. So I want good picks.
All right, I got
That's
you.
right. Good pep talk.
All right, I'll lead it off. Tonight I will redeem myself. This is guaranteed.
Oh boy.
I already bet it. I'm not Costanza
Tom
this.
Mazawey Faces of Death guarantee.
And Mads, if you go 2-0 tonight, I'll tout about it on the morning show tomorrow. So
Yankees.
you'll get the both.
Minus 105, which is just about even money, to beat the Indians, and over 8.5 runs. I rarely do the over-under. I think the Yankees break out of the streak tonight. They beat the Indians' ass, and both teams combined for over 8.5. I say 12-2 tonight, Yankees.
All right.
All
That's
right.
his guarantee win of the night, my friends. D-Mac, what do you
I
have for
ain't
us?
guaranteeing that one, that's for sure. I'm going with the Los Angeles Angels and Alex Cobb. Big fan of Alex Cobb, especially when he played in Tampa Bay, and I was down there. They are plus 112. Take the Angels in the outfield.
The Halos.
The Halos.
Halo.
Was it their song? I was trying
Yeah,
to
there
think.
was.
Halo, Halo.
Beyonce.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. We weren't too familiar with it,
way
so
to
we
go
weren't
there,
able to
diva.
go.
I should have known the diva in the crowd, in the family would have got that. Not you, him, Beyonce.
Well, he said, that's right. You work it, boy. All right,
Someone's
Easy.
jealous.
Who you got?
Give me the Spurs over the Pistons.
Good
Give
pick.
me the Suns over the Celtics. And then I think the 76ers burned me a couple nights ago. So I'm going to pick them to lose again against the Bucks.
That's right, because you don't like it when they burn, baby, burn.
Yeah.
Disco Inferno.
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn.
There you go. All right, Fish. I mean, we're not part of the losing streak, are we?
No, we were not last night.
One
That's what
night.
I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Streaks have
I
to start somewhere,
if
right?
Fish is cracking the whip here on the bets. That means we're tightening it
What's
up.
my
I like
record
it.
this week?
This week?
Give us our
Or
all-time
just give me the
records.
records right now you got in front of you.
Well, the record in April, I'm doing a month by month. DMAC won March, by the way, if anyone's wondering.
He did?
Congratulations,
Damn, what was my
D-Mac.
record, Fish?
It was, I'd say, like 700, so pretty good.
Thank you very much, Bad Seven. I'm a little
right, Fish.
yabba dabba
Who do
do.
we-
I
Who do
will
we got?
say this, Maz, you kind of screw yourself when you do 2 picks because
Yeah.
it ends up going 1-1.
Well, how did I do last
So.
month then?
You did okay.
All
You
right.
were 500.
That's
All
it?
right.
500.
Oh.
Yeah, because you keep doing 2 picks.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anyways,
Okay.
I've got the Eels. They're playing
Ooh.
rugby Thursday, Friday
Slippery
night
bet.
football.
Ooh.
Eels Broncos.
Fish.
They're playing up. They're playing up north. They're playing up in Darwin.
Listen,
All
So that'll be a
Pilar,
fun game.
Think about it.
And who do I
if
have?
Fish goes with an eel from the fish tank, that's a lock and a half. I'm going to guarantee Fish's pick.
I like that one. I like that one.
You've got the real Friday night football: Bulldogs and Giants.
So do I have the Bulldogs or the Giants?
You've got the Bulldogs.
All right.
They're,
I love Bulldogs, too.
They're 5-0.
Good
They're one of the
Eels
2
and
undefeated
Bulldogs.
teams.
There you go. All right.
it.
We like to pick winners around here. So there you have it. Those are our picks for tonight. Guys, I want to thank y'all so much for joining us today. Like always, all your interaction on our social media. We thank you guys for all that at Woodward Sports. And to Pete for calling in. John, I'm sorry you didn't get very far on the bases today on our Hall Financial baseball trivia, but call again another time. Call again another time. There's always tomorrow. All right, friends, for DMAC, for Maz, for Fish, for Eazy, for Luke, and for our boy Joey Donuts. Joey Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Start the car.
I'm Pilar Lastra. We'll see you guys tomorrow, my friends.